best species objectively. They did not need to do it.
All right. How y'all doing?
Hello.
And
Hello.
welcome to another episode of Jump Point. Last time on Jump Point, this is going to be a pretty meaty one, meaty recap. The party made their way to Frenost. Or as they made their way to Frenost, the party encountered trolls roaming the forest, returning to a kill. And after defeating them, they traveled carefully to the city. As they were traveling, they noticed that Autumn was missing after they landed the ship. And during that night, in the small inn, they discussed the distant past during a meal, reminiscing about food from home. They learned that J.J. Baumgartner found Giles floating in Wildspace when he was a small child, and his strange connection to the moon of Yort. The next day, while traveling in Vahrak's Fall, the party happened upon a group of adventurers called Command Grab. They met Darcy and Korg. They told the group that
I don't know how I missed that.
they were there to help their hurt party member, Erelu Hisif. And their path also took them to the ruined city of Qualinost to find a cleric of Ralos to heal her. Meanwhile, Onum was summoned by Allium and to lead a group of adventurers to find the whereabouts of a man known as Hydron. His journey took him to the Outlands and the far edges of the plains. And that's where we begin. Onum, as you can hear voices maybe 60 feet out from you, as you can see the swamp and a lot of the downed trees and foliage here around you. You can see a campfire and like a sunken elven ruin here. You can see the smoke just billowing above it. As of right now, it's probably maybe 7. It's evening right now. What do you do?
Oh, 7 in the evening.
Do we have Anna?
Yeah,
Gross.
sorry, I couldn't find my mouse.
Do I have voices in my head? I swear he spoke.
Well,
Yes.
Yes. Jazz with the schizo arc. Let's go.
Let's go.
Is she in too deep as they roleplay?
sure.
I'm sorry, I was zoned out on my pizza. It's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
What is Onum doing?
Yeah. Do you know where Autumn is? Autumn,
Yeah,
as you're within this swamp area, a place you have not been yet, but you know your friends were going toward Varrock's Fall, which you know is a marshland. You can see a downed elven ruin, sunk in within to the swamp, an outpost of some kind, and then you can see in the distance, like just above the ruin itself, billowing some smoke from what you think is a campfire. You can hear voices as well as you're 60 feet away from this place.
Sorry, I stepped away for 1 sec. Are we starting with Autumn?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Good.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself,
Sure.
and then I will sneak up on on where I hear the voices coming from. I try to make as little noise as possible with my
Yeah,
footsteps.
give me a stealth check at advance. Okay.
Damn.
All right. As you move up carefully, invisible, but making your way toward here, we move over toward from behind that ruin as Korg is halfway through a story like, yes, so we Brawl fought actually a space eel on our way over. We thought our ship was food, and Brawl used his bare hands to pull the mouth of the eel off, and you see him describing in great detail how he, like, their Dragonborn, their gold Dragonborn companion, went to the edge of the Queen Marigold, their strike ship, and lifted the jaws of this eel off. It was a remarkable feat of strength, wasn't it, Darcy? And you see Darcy kind of like twiddling with a dagger, gives a nod as you guys are all like sitting around this campfire. You can see Erlu kind of, Darcy's like right next to Erlu, who's like resting here, like breathing's a little bit ragged, but her eyes are closed. It's like, oh, do you all have any stories? As Korg turns to you, stories of things you've done. You're adventurers, yes?
We were fishing once.
Oh, but
Oh,
where?
yeah. Yeah, where was that? It was on some sort of asteroid, wasn't it?
Oh,
It was an asteroid that was mostly lake.
oh,
Yeah, a bunch of fishermen
interesting.
on it, though.
Oh, I would love to see something like that. When we get a break. Any
They have
other?
to take breaks. They don't present themselves.
They never do. When I first met a group, let's just say I was being chased by some individuals that I owed I owed a little bit of money. Darcy and Lazary stepped in and helped me, and that's when we first met. It's thick as thieves ever since. We picked up Erlu and Prol along the way, but there's always something exciting happening in this life. Surely you have other more stories than just fishing. You're from the Rock of Brawl, yes? I can say we've stopped there. Have we stopped there, Darcy? See Darcy kind of like, maybe for a day, but we kind of stayed in the docks. There was like a place near the docks.
The Happy Beholder. If you stopped at the docks, you got the full package. To be honest.
Yeah.
You see Darcy like, it wasn't the Happy Beholder. There was this like
It was either
restaurant.
that or the Edge.
There was this
Could've been the
restaurant
Edge.
on the docks. And Corey's like, yes, it wasn't quite a restaurant. It was the cafeteria for the dock workers. But we snuck in there with some lovely talking. There was a
You snuck in.
well, they were fine. Prol,
Everyone does that. It's
Prol,
they noticed you.
they did. Prol happened on an acquaintance there as well, which
Oh,
gave
someone
us
you knew.
some time. Yeah, yes, luckily. But there was a young man. Yes, a young man who was running it. What was his name? Oh, she's like, give me a sec. Seer, I think is what he said his name was. Oh yes, yeah, Seer. And you see Darcy kind of like look again. I think it was Seer Osamata or something like that.
An interesting name.
Yeah, you hear that name and you know who that is as you're sitting around the fire. Someone from your family.
Uh-oh.
Quark's like, do you know who they are?
Was that in character?
Was that in character?
Sure.
Do you know who they are?
How do you know, Seer?
Well, that was the young man who was in charge of that place.
Yeah, you said there was an acquaintance though.
Oh, Prol knew one of the dock workers there. One of the foremen.
Pearl's the one that's not here.
Yeah, you remember Prol? Who went out? You went over to the ship, right? I think it was Demi, Morn, Giles, right? Yeah, you saw him. He was lifting like a heavy box on the Queen Marigold, when you walked by it. Fully, it's fully gold scale dragonborn. Yeah, he said he knew one of the foremen, one of those the dock workers. We talked with him for some time and saw Seer correctly. Was in charge of the place there. But Darcy's like, looks over like, you know who he is? Or kind of motions toward you, Thea. Seemed pretty nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, small world, I guess.
You ever seen something like not a planet, but just like something out in astral space? We saw a table once.
A table.
Which wouldn't have been a table. It wouldn't have been anything like, fall off a ship, whatever. There were people sitting around it having a fucking conversation.
Really now? You see Korg is like, actually, he like kind of moves up. He's like, you see his kind of, shorter, kind of tied back black hair, kind of like puts his hand through. He's like, a table in the astral sea. People behind it. Were they just having like a conversation, or were they
Couldn't hear
having
them.
a drink?
We were flying by.
Oh, okay. Along the lines, there are strange sights. Sure, I've never seen anything like that though. Not yet.
Plenty. I'm gonna shoot Morn a message in Thieves' Cant. Have him help me change the subject.
I mean, it wasn't all, pleasant stories like this. We Came across some sewer lawn at one point.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh
that
yes,
was fucked up.
the Salon are definitely a danger. Not on lines. Don't want to run into them.
I'm gonna sit down with him. I'm gonna hold concentration on visibility. Invisibility? Visible?
Yeah,
Invisibility.
you're gonna
You know
move
what's-
in close. I need a
Alright,
perception check.
Yeah.
You rolled pretty low.
Disadvantage.
Perception check.
I'm gonna sit next to Dad.
Okay.
Perception check from all of you
Yeah.
guys here.
Nope.
As you, at least for the people who are on like the outskirts of the conversation here, like Giles and Morn, for sure. Perception check.
Yeah, so I'm like changing the subject again, talking about like, you know, we all almost got charmed by none of us really got charmed by these sirens that we heard, but our captain back that we left back got charmed, and that almost turned into trouble. As I see out of the corner of my eye, I rolled a 15 on the die, so like, good.
Something insane.
Yeah, you hear.
Yeah.
You can. So it's not like you can see on them. Inside, you hear the that kind of hitting the swampy land and sticks. Something like so like
Gloop.
pattern footsteps of boots in the swamp itself, as like Autumn has not taken the right path to like be careful just to hit the grassy parts here and there. It's kind of stepped in something, and then you can like hear something approach close to the campfire.
Wasn't that shipping Spelljammer that we found at the place with the sirloin? Wasn't that from Brawl somewhere? Or like it was
I have to flip through my notes. Did you hear that? I like put my hand towards my knife. This is I point to the command grab. All of them say, all of you are here except for that one, right? He's not here with you guys.
Who? Oh, Lazari and Prol stayed with the ship, and then we have so it was just me.
Well, something's lurking out there.
I stand up and move to the
Is it?
the exterior of the ruins.
You see Darcy has a hand on a dagger and like kind of positions herself, a little more protective of Heirloom here.
I am going to use my action and spend an ether die to see invisible creatures if they were visible, because I can fucking do that.
Okay. Autumn is sitting next to you.
I don't see any. Oh shit!
Autumn, you see Demi looking directly at you, even though you know you're fully invisible. You know you cast a spell.
I'm gonna wave my hand in front of their eyes.
What are you doing?
Do you see me?
Yes.
Oh,
Why are
I
you
just
sneaking
hear
around?
Autumn.
He's right next to you.
I'm gonna
You see-
drop concentration on it.
Yeah, you see Korg was about to like move his hands in a, like almost get into a stance. He's like, you see Darcy has a hand on their dagger.
All right. We know this guy.
Oh,
Wait,
you
were you walking with us the whole time? You were just invisible?
No.
This is the
Just
cleric
got
that
back.
I was telling you about.
You
Just
see-
got back.
You see
Yeah.
Korg kind of put his hands down. He's like, oh, okay. I want to
I
go
did do
friends.
something with my dog.
What's that?
I had to do something with my dog. I had to go somewhere, but
Does
I am back. I have
Sure.
returned.
Does that
Sure.
ring a bell to any of us?
Your
Yeah, but-
dog?
You have a dog? What?
wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, even Korg kind of looks you up
Almost
and down.
with
He's like,
us.
you see in front of you on a like 5'9" furbolg with orangish fur and like short black hair that's tied into a bit of a bun, and then you see next to a little bit away, like next to the bit of the broken ruin, a like a 6'4" Goliath woman with all these runic markings on her face. You see that in her cloak she's clutching a dagger, and next to her on the ground is an Arthurxmedic with this like seagull and eagle plumage. She looks. So give me a medicine check.
I got a 21 history. Autumn has never mentioned her dog.
Never.
I actually above table. I'm pretty sure I have once to the part
right.
to some people in the party, but I don't think Demi was there. I think Demi and Morn were doing something
Yeah,
else.
I think you talked. You
I
did
think it
talk
was
about
Giles and Thea.
talked about the dog, but not in like.
Not in detail.
Not in detail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even if I want not there, I think the confusion here that's more so coming from more is even if you'd brought up the dog, there hasn't been a dog around besides Kettle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just said Kettle's been with us.
So
Medicine
even if I
check.
had the idea that you had a dog in your past, but there hasn't been one here.
No.
Can I make an insight check on him? The intention. What I'm trying to get is like, does he want to talk about it, or is he just saying it offhandedly to get us to, move on?
Yeah, what do you want to put forward here? I think with that 26 medicine, you see that Arlo is very sick. Kind of ragged, kind of breathing. You see that she's sleeping though. You know that something's wrong there. And you see the protectiveness here of Darcy.
We can talk more about this later. Can you help them?
And you see Mycroft like, oh, on him.
Oh,
And Mycroft was like off around, like exploring the ruin, like kind of like drops whatever she had in her hand, like, so Autumn's back? Right.
What? He's been with us the whole time.
Really?
Yes.
I'm healing 2 people here, right?
Do you go up to Arlo? I think Darcy kind of looks at you like,
Yeah.
and kind of Korg kind of like puts his hand up. They said this was their cleric friend. Surely you can try, right, Darcy? She kind of lets you look at Arlo. I think as you go to place your hand and do Cure Wounds, what does it look like as you cast Cure Wounds and like touch Arlo's head here?
It's just like a little green pulse kind of shoots down Alum's arm.
As you move your hand and that green pulse like billows out from you, you see your magic take hold and you see her breath kind of calm for a moment. But on that 26 medicine, you know there's still an issue here. Something beyond your power is still here. You see that she's sleeping a bit sounder as you did that, though. You think she'll be able to rest through the night without any major issues as Mycroft kind of moves forward toward the fire. Were you just hiding on him, or
No, it was just hanging out with my dog.
your dog?
Yeah.
Saying that.
I'm making you make a deception or persuasion.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what's the vibe? Is it just like you're just offhandedly mentioning your dog, or is it like,
Yeah,
you're...
no, I'm just offhanding it.
Yeah, just give me a
Not
Beat
trying to
an 8.
lie, but
Beat an 8.
yeah,
Well,
persuasion or like
No.
whatever, whatever you think you would do deception.
Holy shit.
The same as Maros nat 20 lying when he needed to most.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
You know what? I'll let it go.
Yeah, I think you're just like, he's just mentioning a dog, and it's like, you've had this conversation with Autumn before of like, if he wants to talk about stuff, we'll talk about it. Korg's like, oh, well, hello. You're part of this group. My name is Korg Amond. Pleasure to meet you. And you see the Furbolg kind of extends his hand over to you, Autumn. This here's Darcy.
Nice to meet you. Shakes hand.
This here's Darcy, and Darcy kind of just gives you a bit of a nod. And then
Me too.
the one that you helped just now is Arlo.
What time is it?
I'm on him.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Autumn. It's about like probably 7:25 now.
7. Okay. Sun's still up, but it's headed.
It's still kind of hazy out here a little bit too. So, but sun's up.
Would you say it's dim out here?
Yeah. For the most part, yeah. The sun's going down. It's getting. You can hear some of the sounds of the marshland.
While I've still got overfocus on, I'm just gonna take a lap around the ruin, and
Sure, yeah.
if there's anything like 120 feet around that sticks out, or if I can see anything that shouldn't be visible.
Give me a perception check.
God. Okay, this guy is retired. For real. 13.
13. Nothing sticks out to you here as you walk around the outpost, the ruined outpost here, and kind of make sure there's nothing around here. And it's like, oh, you hear Korg like, oh, we're headed the same way as your friends here. We're headed to the ruins of Qualinost. There are some temples there to one temple to the divine dragon Rallis, and our cleric had a vision that there would be someone that could help them there. So we've come. I personally think it is well, yes, putting a little faith forward, I guess. But your group tells me that
Anything
you're...
for your friends, right?
Of course. Like I said, I'm not one to really put stock in those things, but we've exhausted a lot of other options. So this one is it. You're headed the same way, so... Well, we can travel sometime, at least until we get to where we need to go. But you're more than welcome to sit by the fire. And it seems you've arrived a bit late, but right on time. Korg will kind of bring you guys close to here. As like things progress through the night here, and you know, it starts to wrap up. Korg's like, oh, I'll make sure to put the campfire low, and we should take some watches as well.
Oh, I agree. Seems quiet right now, but yeah, watches would be good. We'll take an early night and get started in the morning. We'll get there probably sometime around evening.
All right. Yeah, and that's the kind of wrap up for the evening here. Who's gonna take the first watch here?
I guess
I'll
I
take-
can.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Autumn and Giles. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We're both digging it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As you can hear, some of the sounds of the swamp getting a little bit louder. Things get low. Darcy wraps kind of heirloom in another blanket. You see that on this blanket there's like woven runes and things, like it's a hand kind of knit blanket.
Are there any like sticks around?
Yeah, you can find some like kind of
Great.
old, some like
Grab
dead
one
trees
then.
here. You got some
Get it.
sticks here.
Maybe
yeah.
I can find one that's like 3 feet long.
Yeah, sure, you're able to find something like that.
Right.
It's a little wet.
And that's alright. I'm gonna cast light on it.
Yeah, you cast light on this stick here and have just a bit of
Roll a
ambient
dex
light.
save for this stick right now.
They removed that from light in the new rules. You touch it and then it's like, what's the color of this? Is it just a dull kind of almost a white light? What does it look like here as you cast?
Yeah, like
light on this?
whitish yellow.
And it's you and Giles on watch together.
Hell yeah. I think Giles also pulls out a flask, 2 wooden cups. Like, here, while we stand guard, have a drink.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
I'm gonna
So-
light one of my tea cigarettes also.
You
You want
mind
one of
if I partake as well?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Very nice.
Very nice. So what's the deal about this dog, huh?
Oh, well, kind of like my, I don't really know how to put it, I guess, like, teacher? They're not really, like, my dog, as much as, like, I know the dog, you know?
I think at this point Giles is like frozen mid sip. It's like puts the cup down. It's like, sorry, what? Sorry, it's a
One of them's
teacher, but it's a
One of them's gonna finish his drink.
wait. So let me get this straight. So you went to hang out with your dog, and then you went to see a teacher. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, kinda, in a way. But
What
the
do you
dog and the
mean in a
teacher are
way?
like the same person, you know?
So the teacher is the dog, is what you're saying. Like, I'm not hearing
Yeah.
that's not the drink or the cigarettes or anything.
Yeah,
That's just
no. Yeah.
okay, right. So what does your dog teacher teach you?
I think it's just the blade in general.
The blade. So hold on. All right. So I'm just piecing this together again, step by step. All right. So he went to go see your dog, a dog.
Yeah, it does.
That's a teacher.
Hmm.
That's teaching you how to kill shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's about right.
Giles is pouring himself another glass.
Can I have another one?
Yeah, here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So how is that interlinking? Because do you see my disconnect here? Do you see
No.
like how no?
No, what do
You
you
don't
mean?
see, bro. My brother.
Mm.
This is a what type of dog is it even? Like You know?
Above table, I forget. What was it, like a flicker dog?
Close. Blink dog.
Blink
Flicker
dog.
dog goes hard though.
Yeah,
Is
it is.
that now?
Yeah.
I just like the idea that if you said like golden retriever, guys would be like, "Oh, that makes sense." Never mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a blink dog.
It's a blink dog?
hmm
I'm gonna have Giles roll a history check to see if I know what a blink dog is. What do you say, GM, on a 16?
What did you say? Sorry.
Pretty good.
I'm rolling a history check to see if Giles knows what a blink dog is.
So on average, you're
It wouldn't.
good.
It wouldn't be history. I don't think.
No?
I think it might
Maybe
be
nature.
Arcana, but it'd be the same, right? Because it's intelligence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you would know is blink dogs are notorious. Aren't they? Let me check them real quick. They have a fey bearing.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask how far away from the fire these two were having the conversation, but this seems like a good time to mention that Demi takes a trance and is semi-conscious and not asleep at this point. What do I know on a 19 about blink dogs?
Some blink dogs. Your mother has talked to you about there being some blink dogs in the Darrow Wilds. The Darrow Wilds are, from what you would know, she mentioned them being in the summer court. And also blink dogs can be in a lot of different places, but primarily fey-oriented beings. But they can be all over the material, but they originate from the Darrow Wilds in Feywild. Gauze, you wouldn't know that much. You would know that they have a fey bearing, and they're seen sometimes within the material plane. Definitely a strange encounter for sure. And you're like, strikes you, you're like, okay, a blink dog, all right.
Yeah, I guess like as I recognize this, so it's like, so it's kind of like Willow in a way, like this it's a fey being that just you hang out with in the material on him.
We have a lot of Fae friends.
Kinda, I guess.
Huh.
I don't know, it's
Right.
not complicated.
I mean, yeah, even I know you're trying your best to give me a surface level sort of description of what's going on here, but
I also don't really fully understand it, to be completely honest, but
that's fair.
I'm rolling with it.
Demi's fully unable to maintain self-control and pretend to not be conscious, and just like scoots over to the conversation. Like, where did you meet a blink dog?
Oh fuck! Hi, Demi. Jesus Christ! All right. Sure. Hang out. All right.
You know I don't sleep, right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot too. God damn it. Here, have a drink.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
I honestly don't know the name of the place, but it's
What's
like
in this?
Oh,
retreat.
it's
what is
like,
it? It's pretty good.
yeah, it's a sort of low key. It's been like a barrel mishmash of like sort of differing whiskeys. I've been sort of stealing from each of the bars that we've been visiting.
Really taste the. Oh, this is jungle juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
How long has this been in your pocket? Never
Oh,
mind.
it's not been in my pocket. It's like the big reserve of it is in a secret place in the ship. Yeah.
You got more of this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We need to know so we can cordon that off as like a hazard or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, where did you meet a blink dog?
Well, it's I don't know the name of it, but it's I don't know. It's like under a tree by rock.
Under a tree. You do realize you're the worst person to ever explain anything ever.
Oh, trust me,
Yeah,
I've understood this already from this conversation. Don't
You
worry.
know, I'm
Like
not.
I get that you aren't getting how we are confused about like, oh, I know a dog and he teaches me the blade, but like, where did you go that you met a blink dog? They're usually from the Feywild.
Well, somebody introduced me to the dog. That's why like, it's not my
We just
dog.
both at a
It'll
party
be
or
the
something.
dog, you know.
Just a stranger.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
soiree.
All right. Wait. All right. Before. All right. Hold on. Because these types of questions are a little bit too hostile at this certain point in time. Let's go back into more basic, surface level questions that we can all sort of resonate with. All right.
Yeah.
So, how does this dog talk to you? That's
Oh,
more
it
of the
does.
question.
It doesn't. No. Well,
It doesn't talk.
I talk to it,
You
but
speak the language of
it
the
just
sword.
barks. Yeah. Yeah.
Demi takes another sip of the jungle juice and makes a horrific face.
I mean, it's just like a regular dog, you know. They just kind of like understand you, you know.
But okay, but all right, but how does it then teach you? Does all right? So like, all right, let me throw out an example here, right? To maybe get a
Mm.
glimpse as to what you're doing here. So
Mm.
you're like, if the dog is trying to teach you, right?
Right.
So I presume it has like a sword in its mouth or something, and then shows
Yeah.
off some sort of thing, and then
Yeah.
you have to copy it, and
Yeah, it's
then
a dagger. Yeah, it's a dagger.
Oh,
and
that's
then
cute.
and then
Yeah.
does the dog wag its tail if you did it correctly, and then growl a little bit if you did it incorrectly?
Oh no, it'll beat my ass if I do it wrong.
Like you get physically abused by a dog? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
sometimes. I mean, you never know like the past of a dog. You know.
Demi puts a hand on Autumn's shoulder and gives you a look of like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry."
Okay.
It's like,
Wait.
I'm not gonna tell anybody you told us that. I do have to mention Thea also technically doesn't have to sleep.
Man,
Reception
Um,
check.
I need another
They-
drink. Let's do that.
is they deep in a sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, they is freaking
She
Yeah?
gone.
enjoys sleeping way more than Demi does. But like,
At the beginning of it, I was like, "Fuck that, I'm out."
Demi
Doesn't have
does
to sleep, it chooses to.
yes,
mhm. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, like just I'm not gonna tell anybody that you told us that, but come on, man.
Well,
I mean, all right. Listen. At the
How
end of the
big is
day,
the dog? The blink dogs can get pretty big, actually.
yeah, he's kind of like big-ish, big dog. You know.
big-ish, like
Big
Yeah.
yay
It's
high, like up to my waist.
Yeah. Yeah. What about that?
Okay. All right.
Pulling
Big-ish
teeth.
dog.
It's like pulling
Okay.
teeth. Getting
It
anything out of
is.
this motherfucker.
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So, all right. So this big-ish dog,
Oh, what color?
like, yeah.
It's
What color
golden.
dog? Gold. Golden. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
Fair
big.
enough.
Pretty
Okay.
puppy.
How long or short the hair is the hair?
Yeah,
Pretty
it's kind of
or
long, curly,
kind of long? Okay.
a little wavy.
Okay.
you say.
Well, it's
Okay.
short.
Is it?
Your GM. I'm gonna interject a little bit. It's a short hair.
Okay. All right.
Short hair. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Lab
All right.
versus retriever.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, okay. So, again, just as a big recap, right? So you went to see your dog,
Mm.
and the dog was like, "Okay, it's time to train," but in like dog body language.
No,
And so-
somebody was like, "You gotta go see the dog," and then I saw the dog, you know, and then
Okay.
the dog just started going somewhere, so I followed it.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Before we get to that,
Mm.
like, did you? So it was just like this person, like, just pointed you to go see the dog, and then you just went. Like, did that person come with you, or was it just
No,
like, or you just went by yourself, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I ended up ended up meeting like a couple other people that were helping me and the dog. So
Oh,
that
wait.
was great. It was nice. They were good people.
So there were other people
Yeah.
that have seen the dog.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people have seen the dog. Dog's
And
been
what do you
around for a
mean? What do
long
you mean?
time.
All right, all right, all right. So we're getting to it. All right.
Uh,
So what do you mean by helped you? Like these people helped you and the dog. What does that mean?
but I don't know.
We working
Yeah.
on something?
Oh yeah, yeah. We were looking for information. Ironically, we were also looking for a missing person. So,
Okay.
or
All right.
information on the missing person, at least.
Okay. That's a pretty hefty task. Okay.
Hmm.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
tell us. We would have helped.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I didn't know that was the goal until I had seen the dog. Or until
right.
right before I saw the dog. So
Okay.
That's fair.
I was
Dogs
already,
are not that great at communication.
yeah, I was already not here.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Fair enough. All right. So it's good to know that you were on a morally correct, sort of mission with the dog and
Mm.
some people. So that's
Mm.
cool.
What a
That's cool.
delightful sentence.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to the beginning now, right? Going back to the very, very beginning. So what, in terms of you going, were you like, did you just like completely lose consciousness and then you like woke up and like, oh, you're at
Kind of.
this.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
What do you mean? It's a way to put it.
It's a way to put it.
It is all right.
How
It's
would
a
you
way
put
to.
it?
How would How would you
How would
put
I
it?
put it? I mean, well, now that I know that, well, I'd probably put it like that.
Okay.
Just like you
Well,
wake up somewhere else,
okay. Well, if all right, then like, what if like if I didn't say that, right? Well, how would you then put it?
I'd also say that's, I don't know, kind of like waking up somewhere else.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Then he takes another sip, makes another horrific face. I got a
Yep.
9 sleight of hand as I dump what's left of my cup into Autumn's cup.
Yeah, as you guys are talking, though, I need a perception check from all of you.
Okay.
Oh, word?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a great roll.
So this would not be like a search action. This is just like whether or not we notice something.
Oh, this
Dang.
Not you. You're asleep. Good night.
You,
Honestly,
You!
said for sure you're
make
lit.
that
people
makes
people
sense to me,
on watch.
Arthur, because the
Ah,
search action would be
I
you
don't
calling
know
for
what
it.
you mean.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I want to take the search action. So
It's still... Oh, that's not the number I thought it was, but it is positive. 16.
You see? Okay. You continue kind of here
God
on your
damn it.
watch, simply hearing the sounds of the marsh. You guys continue to drill on them here during the rest of the watch.
I think we
I'm not
at
gonna
least
say what I was thinking.
well, like I think we'll take like we pause for a little bit, just sort of like become a bit more attentive of our surroundings, and then guys will probably come up with like some other sort of like related question to it that's like about a completely different facet, and then
Yeah.
that pattern would go on and off until the next round of
Until the end of
people
watch.
keeping guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only other significant piece of information that Onum is willing to give up
Uh-huh.
is that he was at the Outlands.
The Outlands
Yeah.
of... Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know what that is?
Nope.
Hmm.
You would not.
Yeah, I assume Giles probably would have no clue either.
Yeah.
Great. Absolutely incomprehensible. Well,
Yeah.
hey, what I'm gonna ask, did you win? Did you do the thing that you were...
Oh
did you
yeah,
do it?
oh yeah,
Oh, you were successful.
yeah. Well, it wasn't. You'll definitely notice Onum's like a little bit beat up, and you should see the other guy kind of thing. But yeah, we're successful.
Well,
Okay.
Thanks to the dog, to be
you know what?
honest.
Congratulations are
Yep.
in order, and I would love to drink something other than Well, I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. Demi reaches in their purse and pulls out a corked bottle with the cork wired down and draws their rapier off the belt and sabers open a bottle of champagne.
The hell's that?
It's like sparkling wine.
When the hell did you grab? Well, actually, no. I probably know when you grabbed that, but
Autumn's gonna slam the
Promise
rest
you
of his
don't.
drink and then hold his cup out towards Demi.
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
pull it around,
I
around her
want
shoulders.
him. Yeah.
I'm curious, when do you think I got this?
Let's see. Can I
You
like?
didn't steal that
Can I take a
from
look? Can I take a look at the
Black,
bottle
did you?
just real quick?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll insight for this.
Whoa.
Was this when perhaps we went sort of sneaking through that mansion with that one guy ages ago? I wouldn't be surprised
The
if it
guy
was.
who had a vault in hell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I
We
fed a few.
walked past the wine rack at the back door. I was like, I'll have some
that's
of what he's
nice.
having.
Honestly,
That's a
honestly,
great thought.
that was a great thought. I wish I had. Well, then again, we were being chased by our absolute skin of our teeth.
No, that was on the way in.
We should do that
okay.
next time we see Arliss.
Yeah.
Get some wine from him. That guy definitely has great wine.
Oh yeah. Oh, he probably has like the most pristine wine collection, bar none.
He's probably just
Oh,
got that
the guy
one
who
wine in
wanted
a separate
Freya
room.
dead?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it'd be like
Probably
a
has
great
great tasting
celebration.
wine.
Yeah, I mean that's a very evil person thing, you know.
I mean, it's true. That's kind of true. I can sort
Jerry
of see
looks offended that
Which, I mean, you know,
the
it
taste
can
of
it can
drinks
happen
is
to
like an
anybody, but
evil quality to a person.
you know, I just think that's one of those things that it's like, you know, peanut butter and jam.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I said it's like peanut butter and jam. They go together really well. So you gotta,
Oh, being evil and having a good taste in liquor.
yeah, like I
Goes
mean, it
together
can,
like peanut butter.
yeah,
and
it
jam.
can happen to great people too. But you know, just if you're evil, it's
I
like
take
a
the bottle
guarantee.
back
You
from
probably have
Giles
great,
just swig.
you know.
Watch out for the glass shot. Oh, you're doing it anyway. Okay.
Who else would come up to relieve them from watch?
For sure.
More, and I think that's your choice. Would you be here with Mycroft or one of the party members? And they would tell you their party name probably about this. I think Corey mentioned it. Command Grab. Would it be one of the members of Command Grab here, or would it be one of your party members that would take the watch with you?
I could stay up.
Demi's just staying up at all times.
I'm not taking every watch, I promise you.
All right, Morn, and then someone else.
Not
Or just Morn and
me.
Demi. Of course, you're going
I'm
to
going
sleep.
to bed.
Which one of the command grab party members was the did they have like a wizard type?
Korg is a bard.
Bard.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably them then. Whatever the closest one I would clock is magic
Yeah.
using.
You kind of wake up the Furbolg. He's like, huh? Oh, is it that time? My time already?
We're up.
Well, he kind of cracks his back. You see him like do a full like stretch. All right. Well, let's go over to the place. Oh, I see your friend cast this spell here. Very nice.
How long does light last?
What, a minute or something like that? Yeah, you can look it up. Maybe 10? I don't know.
It's an hour.
An hour.
Question.
There you go, an hour. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably fizzled out toward the end of your you know, as you guys were getting drink number 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey, Demi.
What's up? All clear so far.
That's good.
Oh, good.
I don't know. Utterly insane conversation with our cleric. And I'll pass you the bottle of champagne.
You see, in one quick movement, give me a sleight of hand, Morn.
I'm good at this. 24.
Okay.
Oh, also 24.
It was mostly for Morn.
Yeah.
It was mostly for Morn, sorry. It's going to be... Oh, you see Korg go to reach for it, and then you grab the bottle before him. Morn's like, oh. May I?
Easy there.
It did look like a fine... it looked like a fine bottle from here.
Just shake it to see how much is left. Take a quick sip and pass it to Korg.
There's more than half the bottle left.
He takes a look at the label, and he's like, water deep.
What is a nice vintage?
Yeah, water deep.
Excuse me?
If you see this, he puts the label, and you can see there's like a signature
I was
on it.
directed at you, God.
There's a signature there, and he goes like, the vintage, water deep. I know this winemaker. Very expensive. Where did you get this?
That would be telling.
Very well. And you see, finds like a mug or something, pours it. He's like, "Oh yes, I haven't had anything like this in a while. Oh well. Is it just? Are you staying with us, Demi?"
Nah, I'm a chill out for a little bit, but I don't know, just at Morn. Save some for the rest of them. Whatever Arnhem was up to, he did some good. Where's your bag?
I have it right here, and I just open my jacket and pull it out from the side.
I snag my notes out of your bag. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't drink all that, Korg. I take it back from.
I wouldn't. I'm savoring what I poured. Surely.
I mean,
You see him kind of look out at quiet night. You hear the crickets, and croaks of frogs, and movement in the distance. Flapping of a bird. Maybe an owl or something getting its prey. Quo kind of looking out. Animal-like features. Well, I should say it was fur. I should. Yeah, he's like.
So you're a performer?
Yes, a dancer. When I ran into the others, I formed here and there. A little bit in Baldur's Gate, a little bit in Waterdeep, then I did a little bit of a circuit here and there, but I danced for a long time, even in the Fae, when I was quite young.
It's interesting. I don't know how much help you might be for my next question. Then I've known some bards that like really good at telling stories, or that are good at playing instruments, but there's always been something magical about the way they perform. I don't know if that's the case with dancing.
Well, a lot of you see he stands up and like starts to move here a bit. You see him kind of get into a position. Like, there is some magic within these movements here. You can almost see like this fluidness to his movements. It's a bit of culture from when in the Fae of my people. Some of it is also just the pulse of the material itself. I often think dancers feel the vibrations of the planes. If that's too philosophical or strange, but
I don't know. I'm looking for stuff like that, I guess. I'm trying to. I don't know, my parents were astral elves, and I don't know. Somewhere along the line, I felt like I'd lost my connection to magic. So I'm just trying to. I don't know. I've been talking to people, trying to rekindle it.
well, it's not like a wizard for me, but it's feeling that pulse, that thing that drives you forward. And you see him move to go to cast a spell here, and he casts dancing lights. And as he moves his hands, you see these lights just peer out from his hands, and then you see these like almost purple and blue lights sway and relieve a bit of light from around in the swampy area. You can see him like move forward and breathe, and you see the lights kind of like circle around each other and spiral here, and you're like, it's out of breath. You see, it's about mastery over your emotions as well. At least for me. I don't know how wizards tap into the arcane, but for dancers, we must always be in control of our body. Have that be an extension of how we feel the weave of magic. You see him as he like breathes in again. You see the lights fade and kind of disperse into the swamp. I would say you said your family has an innate connection to magical things, right?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm to understand.
I think it would be right to try and tap into that. Don't lose that. It is always important to connect to our past. It tells a lot about our present.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask a bunch of different sorts of magic folk. Because my partner's a wizard. Flipped through her spell book, but it was kind of just in one ear, out the next. Seemed like a lot to focus on, though.
I was never a wizard friend explained to me some things in Waterdeep, and I was never really inclined. I don't quite get the very studied practicality of magic. For me, it's feeling, like
Intuitive.
yes, it just happens, right? I've studied and done this craft for so long that it's second nature. But if you are wanting to tap into that, you should. For me, I never forget my home in the Darrow Wilds.
I don't know. Maybe has something to do with that. If I don't really remember much about where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, we left when I was young, and I don't really have any memories beyond when I was like 5 or 6.
I can understand that. I was a young man when I left. Maybe 18, 19 first left the Fae. So I do understand that. I think maybe reconnecting with home is always a good thing. Maybe you'll find something there.
That could be it.
But where is home for you? I know Brawl is home, but from beyond that.
Oh,
see,
I mean, I know that we were leaving the Silver Void. I don't remember where we were going.
oh, let me see. So Void, I think I've only heard mentions of it, but I'd say I'm familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all I know is that's where we spent a lot of time when I was young. I don't know. Time was weird there. I don't even know how long we were actually there.
I know all about that. You see this Fae being, this partly fading, kind of sit down again as you kind of sit down across from you. Time gets a little wibbly wobbly in the Fey realm, so you can understand that.
I think that's why it's so confusing and frustrating that I don't remember much. I'm sure I was there for years. But nothing. We left. We were attacked by pirates, and then nothing. I remember nothing from before that.
Dangers of the Wildspace. Pirates, Sirlon, mind flayers, all those things out there. I'm sorry to hear that, Mon.
Yeah, these things happen. Takes a swig of the champagne. Thanks for indulging me with all these questions.
It's fine. I really only have somewhat Erelu to speak to about these things, and Lazari, but the others that aren't really inclined to anything magical. Well, like, somewhat pro, but it's more divine things. But that's a story for another time.
Pass him the bottle. So I look back out towards the swamp.
Give me a perception check here, as you do.
18?
18 is great. You had this moment with Core. I guess your watch progresses here. You think on home and try to get a glimpse. Try and figure something out here. Give me a history check as well, as your watch is ended. You go to wake up the next two people here.
Yeah, that seems about right. Natural 1.
It's tough. I had a little bit to drink, but not enough to get you, tipsy, but it's a fog. You gotta think back. You remember that you were going from the Silver Void. You kind of have, it's just flashes of memory here. Like you see the faceless helmets of the Star Moths, those, soldiers of the Empire. You see flashes of, your mother's smile, but not her full face, your father. You see his, necklace, that keepsake that you have around his neck. You see and can hear his laugh for a moment. You see he has all these papers with him as he, pushes them aside to, come to, show you the outside of the Star Moth ship that you're on. And then it's blank from there. It's just nothing. You're trying to, think on where you were going, come up with nothing as you go to wake up the next two people.
Yeah, just shake Theo awake. You're up.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Demi left some champagne though, so.
Okay. Fine.
Who do you go to have a watch with? Yeah, someone
Who's
from
left?
someone from Command Grab, or someone from the party, or Mycroft. Or...
I'll do Minecraft.
I think you kind of shake Mycroft's after. Oh, right. Well, let's see. You hear Korg best of luck to you, and I'm going to grab a few more hours. As you move over, is where you can see the area around here, and this was an old elven outpost, so there's a bit of you can use your surroundings here. As Mycroft kind of goes over with you. Are you alright? Yeah, you feeling... yeah. Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
As you look at Mycroft. You can tell that they are worried about something here. In this... As you're kind of waking up, they ask you if you're all right, but you can see they're not doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Are you?
Yeah, well, yes, and I'm just thinking about, what we said in Qualinost, what we talked about, and, just everything that's been going on with me. And, it's just, I don't know, I like I said, I don't want to put you all in any danger.
Yeah.
As we get closer to this place, I just have a strange feeling. Ever since we walked in here.
I get that.
Let's sit down. And you see Mycroft kind of takes you to the watching spot. Have you told Mycroft that you have visions?
Yes.
I haven't really been forthright with everything going on with me, but may I see something from you? Something that you hold dear, something that is important to you.
Yeah. Like,
An item of some kind or anything.
not sure if I have anything on me right now.
Oh, it could be anything. Your sword, your
Yeah, actually, you know what? My sword's good.
alright. You see she grabs it, holds it, and you see like she closes her eyes and like you see from your sword kind of for a moment in her hands you see a, almost like a glow from it, just briefly flash of starlight. You see that she's seeing something. Who gave you this sword, Thea?
Great question.
And is this the same sword that you've always been using since Middle City High?
Yes.
Was it a gift from someone, or this is completely putting this choice to you?
Gonna say maybe it was given to me by the juggler's folk, possibly? I don't know.
If it was that, it should have to be a bit earlier than that. If you had it in Middle City High.
Oh yeah, that was school, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because you were using it in fencing, if I'm not mistaken.
Christ, yeah.
But you see her kind of like she's seeing something, sword in hand. This is important to you, isn't it? I
Yes.
feel and see the hours of you forging your style with this, proving your mastery with it. I feel the countless lost duels, the frustration. As they open their eyes, they kind of hand the sword back to you. That's what I've always been able to do. Anytime I touch a personal object from someone, I can feel the memories attached to it. When you first handed me your dagger, I felt the patience and honor from your teacher, whoever they are. And when I first grabbed Morin's dagger, I felt the feelings and the memory of when he received it. That's why I gave it back to him. And you remember that when you first met Mycroft, how she quickly gave the dagger back to Morin. It's what I've always been able to do, and I think it's because of the connection to whatever this is. But I wanted to be honest with you. I didn't leave the Shadowfell on good terms. And I don't know, I want to be sure that I can trust you all, and that nothing happens to you all because of me. Yeah, I just thought I should be honest about that.
Yeah, I get that. I know it's easy to worry about things happening to us, but I think we'll be okay.
For me, I had ADHD. Want to repeat last?
Fuck. What did I say?
We're neuro.
Let's go. It's on my board.
Yes, it is.
What? It's not even on my board. Fuck. What did I say?
But I think you see Mycroft being vulnerable in this moment, and like I think it's been apparent to you, Thea, that like she only has shared. She hasn't really shared much. Like even with that moment where you spied in Kergoth, she's very cagey about that too. No, I just wanted. It's been hard for me to trust people, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a part of you all's crew, and I don't want to do anything to mess that up. That makes sense.
I get that. You don't need to worry. Trust me.
All right.
I think you're a great addition.
And you see a genuine like smile from Mycroft, which you haven't seen. Let's continue this watch, and give me a perception check. As, you and Mycroft look and scan the area. 20, a natural 20 from Mycroft. As you guys look out into the evening, hear the kind of sounds of the marshland, you see in the distance flying a kind of large winged creature. But it's like far off. It's like probably maybe a good mile or many miles out. You see this creature kind of flying and go back into the low of barren trees. Good thing that's far away from us.
Hmm.
Let's wake the others and finish the night.
Yeah.
And thank you, Thea, for, I don't know, just hearing me out.
I'm always here if you need it, okay?
Thank you. And the two of you guys kind of go back from that place in the ruin and head down to where like the main camp is. As we continue through it, everyone else has been through the watch, correct? All of you?
Yeah.
Okay. We move through the rest of the evening. I think Darcy stays up for like the last watch and kind of gets you all up here the next day. As you guys have another day here in Varrock's Fall. And you see like Korg has got got bags. Oh. Darcy has already like kind of has this kind of harness to like put Arulu on their back. It's very Death Stranding vibe. It's kind of has Arulu wrapped in a blanket, you know, kind of in this kind of carrying thing. So you like they kind of stand up and kind of let's start on our way. So what I'll ask from you, my players, one of you guys can give me a survival check here to lead the way through the fall. Autumn, he's back and he's ready. 24 on him. It's a rough terrain here, but you can find a pathway through here. You kind of are looking at the some of the ruins of the many like outposts and like small villages that were in the surrounding area of Qualinost. And you can see that there's like a bit of a path here, that there's like some markings here that you can see that you're heading toward like an area of civilization here. As there's like more ruins and things, and there is some paths that have been tread here by some folk. You know that there's 3 temples here, so people have had to go and get supplies from some places, right? They have to have come through the fall and back to Frenost. And as you move forward here through the day of travel, is there any words said between you all here between you all and Command Grab as you press onward?
Not today.
Not today. I think as we're going, I'm just on the lookout for flowers and interesting plants.
Yeah, give me a nature check.
Well, it's not bad. It's an 18.
18 is great. As you move through, you see some of those wisp roses. Just a bushel and a spot. An 18, you're looking... Are you still on the lookout for the other item here, those lotuses? With that 18.
Yes.
I see. As you move here,
Priority goes lotus, then whatever I can use for potions, and then stuff to put in the garden.
you do find some things that you can use for potions here. There are some like herbs that like you can find some moss and things here within as you like kind of stick your hand in one of those like kind of wetlands, wet areas, and pull out some fresh kind of green moss here. Then you gotta find some things along the way. What is interesting to you here, you see that there is a stream of like fresh water. Some of the other water here has been kind of a little bit rancid. You know, something you'd have to maybe you could drink, but it would be risky.
You definitely have to boil it.
Oh,
or
yeah.
if we had a cleric with purify food and drink, it'd be no problem.
Oh yes, you kind of move forward and see, but you see actually a stream of clean water. You can see it moving through the fall. It just as you are moving along on this day of travel, you don't know where it's going to lead, but you can see that it's like a stream that goes further in. Something to follow for sure. As you all
Point it out to the group.
see Mycroft like fresh water here. Strange.
Does seem kind of odd that there's any fresh water flowing through a swamp. Like, how does that work physically?
Maybe some magical qualities to it. Oh, I guess we can keep on the lookout and follow it. It intersects with our path again. Autumn, are you sure we're headed the right way? Oh, Autumn?
Pretty sure.
Oh, alright. You guys go through this day of travel here. And you can kind of set up camp again here. I will just need from you all a bit of a watch order here. As you kind of get through this day. Honestly, Autumn, give me another survival check here. And this is what I'll say. Give me another survival check. So we'll do the first 2 days of travel here. There's 6 days of travel, so we'll do first 2 days. Give me another survival check. 25, jeez. You progress through here. That stream is still here as you're like, it's got a small little brook essentially. As you're like still going on the same path here. Autumn leading the way, expertly seeing the signs and more growing signs of civilization and like just the more ruins as he presses forward. Because we come to the end of day 2, I'm going to need, and you set up camp here, I'm going to need a watch order here on the night of day 2. However you guys want to do it.
Run it first.
Second. Did you say Morn first?
Yeah.
I got second.
Alright, who's taking up third?
We'll go third.
Okay, fourth?
I'll do it.
Okay, and then last watch would be Giles and Mycroft. Okay. Morn, if you would, give me a perception check as you go and take up your watch.
15.
15. Nothing of import happens here. You can hear the sounds of animals and things here. Just still keeping your wits about you here as you move to hand over watch. Demi, if you would, give me a perception check here.
Get my notes from you. Oh, He's already fucking asleep. Fucking vampires. Holy fuck. 19 on the die. For a 22.
You hear in the distance the sound of a large croak. You hear it probably like 200 to 300 feet away from you. There's a large kind of croak from something. As you kind of get a little, your hackles are raised a bit. You hear it move further into the marshland as you come to the end of your watch.
Pickpocket. Mourn from my notes. It's not the best operation ever, but at the end of my watch, who was going next? It was Autumn.
Autumn, yeah.
I'll nudge him awake, and I don't really say anything. I'm just like holding a bunch of papers and looking very confused at them.
Autumn, as you trade places here with Demi, I think for safety, you see that Korg and Darcy have like moved in a location that's near, but not completely close. Like they can still see like you all, and I think you can somewhat see them, like some 80 feet, 80 to like 100 feet away. Autumn, if you would, give me a perception check.
No.
No? Okay. So you wanted to auto-fail?
Well, I don't know if I have to.
Autumn, give me a d6.
Oh no. Oh.
Where are we camped? Paint me a picture.
Right now you would be next to like a series of trees where you can see that there's like this this hollowed out, like twisted almost gate. Like you think it probably was at one point over a path here, but some force of wind or something has like knocked it completely forward, and you're like probably right next to this fallen down, twisted kind of wooden gate.
And there's a couple of trees.
Yeah, a couple of these like
How far away is
trees
the
and things.
next nearest trees?
Next year's trees are probably 30 feet away from where you are right now.
Okay.
So it's not too bad here. A 4 is what you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
I didn't either.
Perception check was a 14. Autumn, you're near this little gate here. Are you like near any place here? Like, are you near that like kind of bent and truly like tilted kind of archway, or are you near some of the trees here?
I'm
maybe
near the
marsh area?
trees.
Trees, okay.
That's a long pause.
That is a long pause.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Don't mind
Put
your
those
GM.
calculators away.
Huh?
Put those calculators away.
Don't worry about that. As you're kind of sitting under the tree looking out, at the very last second, you hear like a squelching sound. And a 12 doesn't hit your AC, does it?
Nope.
Reaching down, you see this yellowish, slow-moving, almost sludge
That.
whip down
Father-
from the from a large branch on the tree and try to rip down and reach and grab you. You know that
I'm running.
if this would have grabbed you, it would have tried to pull you up.
I'm running.
All right, give me 1 second.
Moses.
Where are you running to?
Away. I don't know.
As you go to run away, I need another perception check here. Are you running toward the group? Running toward the archway? Okay, you're running toward the group.
Running
Okay.
towards Brood.
Right in front of you, maybe in your way, like at least 15 feet away from you, is another one of these slime-like yellowish creatures.
How big is it?
It is quite big. They are maybe like 10 feet, no, even more than that. They are quite large, actually. One of these could probably to engulf just a normal size humanoid.
All right, I'm gonna run back on the same path I came.
Why are you running around?
There's an ooze everywhere.
What do you mean it's a swamp?
There's a bunch of oozes in here.
Perception check from you, Demi. Actually, no, you would see them because there was one that was in front of Onum. As he's running toward you, you see a large, like gelatin-like creature, moving toward, slowly moving toward Onum.
I don't have time to nicely put my notes back in Morn's bag, so I shove them down my shirt and draw the little blue handgun and just not even two on them, just sort of mutter out loud, "This will be faster." Fire at the ooze.
All right. Give me an attack roll here.
Hot iron is a +3, which I add to my 3 for a 6.
6 is not going to do it. As you
That's all right. The
go
point
through.
was that the gun has a loudener.
Yeah. That makes sense. All of you are woken up by the sound of a pistol echoing through the somewhat quiet marshland. What do you all do?
Good morning, it's not morning. We got goop.
What?
Right now, just to paint you guys a picture, one was near the tree. That was probably about from the camp. I said 30 feet, right? So one was in the tree there. This one is like split the distance there, so it's about like 15 feet away from you guys. So one that is in the far range. One is in like the close ish range.
I'm shooting that at the farther one.
Far? Okay. Guiding bolt at the one at far? Okay. 24 definitely hits. Here. You see...
Me too.
What's up?
Me too beats it.
Yeah, meets it,
Ooze
beats
has
it.
heavy armor.
Yeah, hey, meets it, beats it. This jelly is...
It is.
Insane.
It is just a jelly, but he's wearing full plate.
It's just
You-
like randomly sitting in the ooze. It's not
Yeah.
even like
It's
on it.
inside of it, just around the nucleus.
You go and shoot a guiding bolt into it. You see this section of it fall off, and it falls out of the tree here, still at far range. Right. All right. The rest of you guys are up here now.
It's still alive over there?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
It's a nice dude.
Oh, yes, it is. The rest of you have been woken up here. You hear Guile, or I'm doing it. Autumn cast a spell here. Thea, Giles, what do you guys do? Thea, guys, mourn as you're up here. What do you guys got?
Oh God.
Whoever wants to take a turn can. And I'll just be real. These guys are going after all of you.
Bro, I just realized I'm muted. Oh my god, I've been yapping for God
Mark
knows how long.
that shit down.
Mark that
You're
shit,
banned
baby.
from a
Yapper.
band.
I've been
Yapper.
yapping.
Yeah, one of you guys can take a turn here. It's up to you.
Oh, I'm gonna use my bonus action and do defensive drive. So
Makes sense.
it's more obvious in the dark of night, but Demi just like crouches down a little bit, and then in the 10 feet around, it starts to sparkle in places, little tiny motes of etheric whatever. I'm gonna give +1 to Autumn, Thea, Irulu, and
So just to be
What is this
clear,
+1
so
for?
just to be clear for right now, the
they're
other
not close to us.
the other camp is not close. In your kind of close range would be the whole rest of the party.
Okay,
On
everybody
a
but one then.
yeah, everyone, yeah, exactly.
Just double checking. We're in soft initiative, right?
Yeah, a bit of soft initiative, right? We're doing a little
Okay.
loosey goosey.
Yeah, I think what I was yapping about before I realized I was muted. I was gonna say before Giles sort of does anything, Willow quickly assesses the situation
Mm-hmm.
and gives out a magic boon to Demi and Autumn.
Okay, both the magic boons for the day.
What was Demi? What was that +1 for?
AC?
AC.
AC. Okay.
Yeah, you would be within their immediate close range here. So you have the other
Which we're level 4. I think it's still 10 feet. Let me check that.
the
And
other
Giles,
jelly.
what's the
You get was it? It's
That's
a
D4. It's a bar. It's a D4
D4.
bardic
Okay.
essentially.
+2? Okay.
yeah.
So you have one at far, one at close. Right now, as you get up, Giles,
Oh,
and have Willow
Okay.
do that.
I got one more above table question.
Yes.
Yes.
Did we have a long rest last night?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Answer that one.
And this is morning, so I have heroic inspiration as well on me.
You would have.
Right.
You would have done. You would have had it. Yeah, because it's been 2 days of travel. So yeah, you would have. You would have had it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Was
Easy.
that all you were taking for your turn?
I think what was it? Is Willow casting the magic boon constitute as like the bonus action in this sort of loosey
Let's
goosey
see.
initiative?
This is like a precursor thing. He would have seen combat starting. Yes, that does.
Okay. In that case, then I'm just going to I'm gonna like just quickly grab my musket beside me and just shoot it at the nearest thing.
Yeah, so the one that's within close range of you guys. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the shot. Makes sense. You just got shaken. You just got shaken away, grabbing your musket, going for a
Yeah.
shot. It goes wide and hits a nearby tree. Two other people. Another person can take their turn here. Thea or Morn.
Boy. Yes, it stepped away.
That's fine. Morn, what you got?
I don't really wanna, but I will spend more of my limited ammunition.
We
We'll
just
do a,
bought some.
I know, but I don't have that much. We'll hit them with the coin toss here.
All right.
On how far away is the closest one to me? If I'm just waking up in camp when I hear Demi yell,
Yeah,
we're
let me-
not alone or whatever.
Let me get my where's my dagger? The one that's in close range. The one that's close range is within about like 10 to 30 feet away from you. So like
Alright.
somewhere in between that distance. The one that's far is like, back where Autumn was, and that's probably like 60 to 70. Because he moved his full movement. He ran over here, right?
Yeah. So, all right, I will coin toss that one
The one at close range.
before
Okay.
moving. Yeah, before moving in to it.
Okay.
Okay, attack roll for that. That is a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Okay. A single d6 because this is not a sneak attack.
All right. Are you shooting at with your pistol, or were you going in with your dagger?
Yeah, with pistol.
Pistol. Okay.
I'm shooting out with my pistol right now.
Sick.
For 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, that's wrong.
Damn.
That's wrong. 7 piercing damage, 4 force damage.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that. 7.
I didn't know it could do that.
And then 4.
And then I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Then I'll make a offhand attack here with the dagger as well.
With the Nick property. Sounds good.
19 to hit.
19 hits. Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
this
this
would be advantage
old advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the Vex.
All right. Yeah. 19 is the best, but
And then,
this is a sneak attack.
Yep. We love this.
Okay. Well, I rolled good. I rolled good.
Okay.
This is, and then I don't add the modifier because it's the offhand.
Yes.
But
Correct.
15 piercing damage.
Offhand attack. Jeez. You go.
I
You
rolled
move.
4 on the dagger and then a 6 and a 5.
Let's go.
You
You
move.
used your bonus action to do that attack?
No, that was Nick property.
That was
No,
free. That was Nick.
You can't nick off of a pistol.
High roller. Let's
Oh,
pistol be a light weapon.
all right. Fuck yeah.
As you shoot this thing, you see a chunk of its like gelatin fall off, hit the swamp ground, kind of like pull out into like a flat surface, and then you move up and slash into another piece of it. You see it recoil back from you. You've done a considerable amount of damage to this creature.
Yeah, it's my turn.
As you're
You have
moved
the
into
ability
melee
to
range with it.
step Back.
Hmm?
You said this thing was like 10 to 30 feet away. Is it on the far end of that or close end?
It's
of
on
that?
it's on the middle of that, so it's like 20 from like your general camp here.
If you've got a bonus action open, I recommend stepping back.
I
so you
used
at
it
least
to
have
coin toss.
Right,
So
okay.
That's right. Yep.
I'm
enough.
chilling.
Fair enough. Everyone has taken their turn. The one that is within melee to Morn is going to make an attack here at Morn with its pseudopod. It's going to. That's plus. 19 on the die plus 4. That's what 20. What 2? Right? 23. Something like that. 24.
19 on the die.
yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's going to be a hit. It's going to be 2d6. Going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 5 points of acid damage. Here, as this thing pseudopod whips into you, and you see it kind of like grab onto you, and like kind of you feel the burn here. For a total of 14 points of damage on the one close. The one at far is going to use its movement to move into close. And that's all it can really do here. That is going to be our gelatin's turn. Any one of you guys can take your turn here, as you have 2 of these jellies within close range, but within melee range to Morn right now. Actually, Thea, you hadn't taken your turn yet. If you're chilling right now, but if not, we can move forward.
She might not be back.
That's fine.
She's piss maxing.
No,
No.
she's fine. Read the
She's
chat.
Um,
Read the chat.
Said what she was
Oh,
doing.
read the chat. Oh, I didn't see the chat. I didn't see
Yeah,
the chat. My bad.
Which is character growth.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? One of you guys can take your turn here. Your choice.
This is happening during watches, right? So
Yeah, it is. You have not gotten the benefit of. You have gotten a bit from the last day one's long rest, but you haven't got the benefit of
right.
this long rest. Right?
Well, okay, that's good actually. You can smoke them if you got them. I don't have well, here's my dilemma. I'm holding concentration on defensive drive. If I attack something, I'm gonna break that.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is give one of you the help action. On like the one that was close, the one that's still glowing.
Yeah, that's right.
From Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just whoever's taking a shot at the next.
Ooh. In that case, can I interject and then cast Fairy Fire?
On the both of them. Get yourself advantage.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're in like a weird, kind of like a loose initiative kind of thing. We're kind of playing D&D a little bit.
We're kind, guys.
Not really.
Just-
we're playing another tabletop right now. Grady, you are muted if you cast that Toll the Dead, unless you were just clicking it. Sorry.
No, I was casting it at the far one, so I figured I'd just wait for a minute.
Okay. Cool. So Fairy Fire, they need to make a
Going to
dexterity saving throw. The DC is 14 for both of them. All right. The one that is in melee with Morn they add a -2. And to be just a transparent GM, that is why they go after all of you.
slow.
Yeah. 15 on the die, -2.
Womp womp.
Well, this one glows in phosphorus light. Hey, the one that moved from far into close, 17 on the die, -2. We're chilling.
Phosphorus?
Yeah,
We do a little war priming on these.
It's the stuff that's inside of the tube lights right now. You know what I'm talking about.
Glow stick? It's not
Um,
phosphorus. Let me tell you that.
The cylinder light
Yeah.
bulbs right now. My brain.
Fluorescence.
Fluorescence.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fluorescent.
Yeah.
The freaking the
Don't
gas
break
that's
those.
inside
They're
of.
full of mercury.
Yeah. The push. I've broken a fair share of them. I'll tell you that much.
Yup. Let's see. I don't have anything good to do with my bonus action, but
Yeah.
I'll move up a little closer and then I'll give the help action just so that next person to hit the one ooze, it'll have disadvantage on its next attack.
Good. This is the one that's outlined in the fairy fire, or the one that's outlined in the guiding bolt.
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire. Okay, cool.
Guiding bolt is still open, and I'm trying not to be the guy that points at rules and goes, well, actually, I'm really trying, but I tell me if I'm wrong. Guiding bolt just gives advantage, right?
Advantage on the next attack to them. Right?
So it's still open if you do Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
It's
It's the
safe.
next attack roll.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can do if Autumn does this attack roll, this Toll the Dead, that hasn't triggered an attack roll. You're big chillin'.
All right, I rest my case.
Yeah. Autumn, do you fire off this Toll the Dead on the one that's near Morn?
You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah. Further.
I can do the help action as a bonus action
Yes.
because of this Fey gift. So I'm going to use my action to do Mind Sliver, which is a save.
Okay, yeah. Who are we doing? The one that's in close range or melee range to Morn, or the one that just moved in? Yeah, the one that's outlined guiding bolt.
Melee range.
Melee range one. Okay, cool. Mind Sliver is a intelligence save, right?
14 intelligence.
DC 14 intelligence save. Okay, we add a -4.
We love to see
11
it.
on the die. Jesus, save us. We need help. Give me the damage.
8 radiant.
Or 8
Radiant.
psychic. Yeah, I got you.
I don't have radiant here written down. That's psychic damage for sure.
8 psychic damage. Okay.
I rolled a 5 on a d6.
You see that hit into it. You're tolling the dead, the one that's next to Morn, correct? It needs to make a wisdom saving throw. It's a -2. 9 on the die for a fail. 11 points of necrotic damage here. Describe to me what it looks like as you cast Toll the Dead on this one that's right in front of Morn. On him. 11 was the number, by the way. What you got on him? We lost him.
Amazing.
We lost him.
Love that. All right.
Sorry, I was getting another piece of pizza.
You're good. What does it look like as you cast Toll the Dead and destroy this one? The one that's right in front of Morn here.
On him just kind of like snaps his fingers, but there's like I guess no one else could hear it unless you're missing health points, but there's like a bell sound, and then the thing just drops dead, kind of like it's just ooze. So
You feel
You know.
kind of the ooze kind of just flatten out here in front of you, Morn. I'm kind of getting on your boots a little bit. As there's one more left. This one is under the effect of fairy fire. One of you all, so 3 people have taken their turn essentially here. All we have left is what, Thea and Giles, who haven't taken a turn yet.
I also haven't gone. on
Oh yeah,
this
that's right. You
round.
haven't gone. My bad. I'm sorry. Giles went already because he cast fairy fire. It's Morn and Thea.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting it.
And I'll do the same thing I did on the first round. Do the coin toss, run up, hit it with dagger.
Yeah.
But,
It is still glowing.
Yeah. It's this
So
one.
you
have
so-
advantage
so-
off
so I have it. Yeah, I have
advantage.
advantage on the pistol here.
Yeah.
Okay. 24.
24
Jesus
definitely hits.
Christ.
Okay. Pistol. Here's this dice, and I'm just gonna dump the sneak attack into this as well.
Makes sense.
Okay. Oh my god, I rolled good again. This thing's Jover. For 23, oh, sorry, no, 18 points of piercing and 5 points of force.
Okay. Let me see what's going on here. So this, and then 5 points of
That's
force.
from the That's just from the pistol.
Okay.
Still running up and doing the dagger.
All right. Let me see something real fast. Oh, okay.
Even though you know they're spicy?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
This also has advantage.
Yes, it would.
For a lot of reasons. Or the good old 26 to hit. We're rolling good.
That's all right.
Four piercing damage.
All right. You shoot into this. You again, more chunks of this creature falls off, lands on the marshland floor, and spreads out. You see this kind of trying to reconstitute itself a bit, trying to reach out toward you. We have one more player who needs to take a turn. Do we have is a second.
Hey, why is there a create character button when I look up spells from 2024 in Roll20?
Interesting.
What happens if I click this button? I'm doing it. Oh, it opens a new tab and walks me through the 2024 character sheet, which they have.
Okay.
Crazy.
In this moment, it's going to be the jelly's turn. It is in front of Morn, and then everyone else is at close range, correct? None of you guys have moved forward, so it's only Morn within melee range. So it's gonna have to just make the choice of attack. Unless you did.
Yeah, I stayed back.
Yeah. It's gonna attack Morn here.
Disadvantage.
That's right. Disadvantage because of. Did you follow through on the Fey gift, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. You did not want a 19 on the die. Does an
Even
8?
if Fey Gift wasn't there, I was going to use a luck point. So
Ooh.
Save the luck. A gift was
Save
there.
the- Yeah.
yeah,
Under the effect of Fey gift spite, rolling a 8, missing you as a pseudopod goes wide. That's going to be its turn as we move to the players. You guys can take one of you guys can take a turn.
yeah, I
I'm
can
gonna
finish it
shout.
off. That's fine.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
shout at it, just like, I don't know. I don't see any eyes, so maybe we smell tasty, but I can promise we're not. You know, maybe you should go hunt something else. Think about it. I need an intelligence save.
Okay.
Do he be 14?
Okay, let me see. And then is a intelligence save. 14 meets it, beats it.
God dang it. All right.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna stick the pistol into the ooze and shoot.
Ooh, okay.
This is still at advantage, yeah, because it got fired.
Yeah, I think.
This one.
This is
made
the
it
one that got
safe on
very
fair
fired,
fire.
or
If
is
it's the one that's
This
This was not the. This was not
next-
the. This was not the one that got fairy fired. The one that got fairy fired was destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the one that
Okay.
had the
this was
guiding bolt
This
on
was
it.
the guiding bolt.
Yes.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well then, I will not roll at advantage.
Maybe it's a straight roll.
15.
15 hits.
Thank goodness.
Give me the damage.
I will. This is not a sneak attack, so it's just raw. 13 points of piercing damage.
Describe to me how you destroy this ooze.
Yeah, as Demi's yelling at the ooze, I just shove my pistol inside of it, pull the trigger, and it just kind of explodes from the force of the gunpowder. So gross.
The ooze spreads everywhere. And then you see
Yuck.
all this ooze fall out as we exit.
Did I just miss the entire fucking combat?
The whole thing.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Jesus.
Okay.
Yes, you
Fucking
did.
Insane.
What's crazy
Insane
is
timing.
we had combat and didn't roll initiative. So if you had one of those but not the other one,
As the oozes fall here, you see rushing over, like in a stance. You see about to cast a spell. Korg, like, where are the gunshots? Everyone all right?
And we're
probably a
Covered
little
in
aware
ooze.
just for fighting these things.
Mm.
Thea is asleep.
Thea didn't wake up from the
Thea
with the
didn't
gunshot.
wake up.
Did
Thea
that
didn't
have
wake
that
up.
gunshot?
That's fair. They Mycroft had their like hand crossbow here and was like was gonna provide like covering shots. It's like, oh, they got it. It's funny because like, you know how combat happens in like moments. It was just you guys just kind of like quickly sprang into action and destroyed these two things. It's just like a moment of core like, oh, seems you all took care of it. He looks down. This got a little acid. He's like, oh, this jelly could be used as a product. I don't have any jars to put it in. Do you all have any jars of any kind? You could salvage this. I'm sure.
I'm going through my purse.
Yeah. I mean, I pull out a hooded lantern. Like, we could probably put it in there.
Possibly. Yeah. You want to take some of the oil out and put some of the jelly in there, as much as you can carry. Some of it.
Yeah, I mean, I
it
don't really need to see in the dark, so.
It could fetch somewhat a price. How much were they selling it for? In Baldur's Gate. Jeez. Apothecary would use it as like a skincare product.
Actually, I'm gonna just take the pint of oil out of this and just dump the pint out of oil
Okay,
that was inside the lantern.
Whoa. I have a vial that doesn't have anything in it. Put that in here.
Fair enough. I don't know when I'm gonna ever use this, but put it back.
We can definitely keep more ooze in the lantern than in the vial, but I do want a pint of oil.
You move and then fill up the bottles here and salvage some of the jelly. You know that you maybe can, for the right person, you could fetch a pretty decent price for that. Just mark that in your inventory. Remind me of it later. As we move,
Where did that potion of greater healing go? We've got a bottle from that.
true, you do.
Yeah, I had that, so
You have that. Oh yeah, you can fill it. Yeah,
scoop up some of that in there.
yeah, you scoop up some of that in there. You fill the full bottle.
Bottle of swamp ooze.
top it off, and that's where we're gonna go to break, as you guys can finish your
Some
long
kind of
rest.
jelly, ochre in color.
Oh, yes, it is. All right.
Pressing the button.
See you guys in a little bit. Well, hey, we return to another morning here within
Morning, sorry.
Arthurxmedic. As you have a couple more days of travel, as you're getting close to the ruins of Qualinost.
Wait, do we get a long rest now? Since
Yeah,
it's now
you
morning.
finished it. Yeah, you finished it.
Yeah. Okay. Just had to verify.
Yeah. Who's leading the charge for this survival check, as we have 2 more days of travel?
Not me.
Come on, Autumn. I know you want to do it. Good buddy, old guy.
Get that pizza out of your mouth, buddy.
Yeah, whoever wants to do it, go ahead. Your choice.
Fine. It's dog shit. Who's got the lowest? I got a +1.
I got +1.
+0.
Oh.
That's why I really need Autumn's pizza right now.
There it is. He came through.
Oh, yes?
+21 survival. Okay. Yeah, we travel ahead here. You can see that there is a shift change here. Autumn, as you're leading the group through, you can see that there's, after the first day. The first day goes fairly well. Moving toward kind of deeper into the swamp, you hear more sounds. You do see that brook here. And as you move toward day 2, there is a moment here. You see 2 areas ahead of you. One near, you can see like this kind of, and smell it before you even get close. As you move closer, you see the bubbling tar pits in this area where there's like sections of just a large section of buildings just ruined. And you see the bubbling tar pits here. You see like the black viscous tar. As there's some areas, like there's a few areas and paths to walk here, but you need to be very careful traversing through this area. As you can see, just the dark ichor just bubble up every now and then. Just like little spots. Maybe like each area of tar is maybe like 5 feet. Some are 15 feet. Some are 20. It's just like just spotted in this large kind of area of the marshland. But there's another path here. You can see right before you kind of step, maybe like to your west, you can see that where that brook goes off into more kind of vegetation here. So those 2 paths ahead of you, you can see that brook head further, where you don't see like there's a lot, like extra vegetation. It seems a lot more like vibrant in this area. You can see some bigger kind of leaves and colorful kind of flowers. So you can look to your west. But if you head forward, you're heading toward the tar pits here. What do you do on them?
So it's like 5, 10, up to 20-foot little ponds of tar.
Yeah.
And like there are still trees dotted around.
Yeah. Some of in this area fallen, like they've fallen into some of these like slowly kind of falling into some of these tar pits, and like as you look toward that west path, it's many trees over there. Some looking a little worn, but others look really vibrant here.
I think that west path is probably the best bet then, right?
Honestly, I'm surprised that that brook of clear water's been with us this long. You know, I didn't think a creek could follow you. I'm all for going that way. I don't want to walk through this.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
Well, I mean, we can.
We
Wouldn't mean that we'd be successful.
you rolled a 21 survival. What you know on them, you can see the more ruins of like the outer walls of the city. As you go, like you in the direction through the tar pit, through the tar field, I should say. You see like the direction of like where the section of the wall of city of Qualinost is. You can see it in the distance. About like 2 days out travel here.
Would it take us longer to take the west pass? Is what you're saying?
You don't know for sure. You know what you do know on 21 is that the path forward is through the tar field. However, there's this section where the water is going here. Give me a nature check, someone in this group.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Unless someone's got better than +2.
I've got +3.
You go for it.
Yeah. Nature check here.
Okay, well, don't tell me to do that again.
Yeah.
I also won't tell you what I got.
Fresh water would mean, at least in here, would mean like something could be growing, like, well, like, so there's some things growing in the marsh, but it's not like big vegetation, right? So you're like, fresh water means things could grow better here, in that way.
I have a +4. Can I assist perhaps? Or at least do another.
Nature?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me a nature check. 10.
Marginally better. All right.
Never mind.
Yeah, I think for you, you're like, it could be a place to find more like supplies, like herbalist supplies and things. But yeah, I think you get the same thing of like, if there's fresh water here, that means like possibly something else could grow here. Something could survive in this area. The tar pit is like no possible way. Like you just see like little brush and things here, fallen trees and all this stuff. But in this other direction, like where that brook is, like you're thinking like, okay, maybe something can actually grow here. Like, that's all you get on a 10. Yeah.
All for not walking through the sticky icky. Raise your hand.
Don't take
I.
Yeah, I don't
What
think
did you
it's
say?
lucky enough.
It's I.
Not you.
Oh.
I said no, thank you.
Yeah. Morn?
So going toward the brook path.
Yeah, the one you're trying to get us to follow.
I'm not trying to get you guys to follow any
I'm kidding.
one of these.
I'm kidding.
The choice is definitely yours here.
Clean water.
Clean water?
And as we're walking, I'm gonna sidle up to Giles and be like, all right, Mr. Science Man, maybe you can tell me why and how there's clean, fresh water flowing through a swamp that has a tar pit 20 feet that way.
Well, could just be a natural occurring spring, you know. I mean, tar pits could sometimes be associated with magma pools, which then in turn, sort of, just sort of general formation of natural occurring springs. It's all sort of within the deeper sort of depths of the planet which we're stepping on.
Oh my
So it
God,
kind of makes sense.
I regret talking to you.
I mean, what do you mean? You asked. I'm giving you an answer.
You see Korg and Darcy are like, well, Qualinost is that way. I think we will head forward and meet you, I guess, at that within. We need to make sure we get to our destination. As you see him kind of motion toward...
We're not going that way. We're just
Oh.
not walking through the gross.
Oh,
But, I mean, we can meet you there.
very well. I think you see him look toward Darcy, like, kind of like, you see that, and she kind of gives like like we see the city, we need to go forward. Well, we will see you. Hopefully, we'll have one of the temples within the city, or if not, we will see you in Qualinost. Need to go back there if all things go well. And you see kind of Korg gives you a bit of advice, like, safe travels. You see kind of Darcy kind of adjust Araloo as they head carefully through the tar field. Walking across some of the downed trees and some of the paths here. You can see that someone has made an effort to make a sort of path here. Like, you see some of these trees have been felled with intention. On them, you see that. As you guys are all moving toward where that brook is, you head down, follow the path for a couple more hours till you get to an area that is vibrant. You see, as the brook goes down, it goes down into a large, almost like lake, like a low area of water, like water that you could probably like maybe it goes up to maybe a portion of your legs. Give me a perception check, all of you, as you come upon this area.
That was very menacing.
I'm gonna take a good look around, and not because you told me to.
Sure. So we have a 9, a 5, a 15,
Ooh.
9, 5, 15, and an 8.
And an
22.
22. 9, 5, 15. The rest of you guys, you see this beautiful area. Lots of foliage, this like kind of bit of fresh water here. Autumn, you see a creature, several creatures, like in this fresh water. They have like these tentacles. They're kind of like moving within this water. You see a couple of them here. You also see, well, no, Demi, what was it, 22?
22.
You see within, near this kind of water area, you see the most beautiful purple flower you've ever seen here. Floating on like, almost like a lily pad. Here, you see maybe just one of them. Where you are now. Beautiful lotus flower.
Oh, well, it would be a shame not to.
You know what? I'll just move you guys over there. So you have a little
Dang it.
clearer picture.
That's all.
Huh.
That's the only reason we moved here.
You
Where
guys
we?
are right here.
Left side.
You follow the brook.
Yes.
Follow the brook down.
Supposed
Yeah.
to see tokens, or?
Yes, you are. You saw those creatures on the way over. Autumn did.
You had a 15. Did I see those, or was I distracted?
Oh, you saw them,
Okay.
but you also saw the lotus here as well.
Where's the flower?
It is right here.
I didn't see shit.
What's up?
I didn't see. Did you ping somewhere?
Oh, sorry, right here. I'm on the GM layer. Sorry about that.
You're on our lever. Layer.
That I'm on the wrong layer. My bad.
There we go.
Okay.
I was just moving
Soiled
stuff
it.
around. See if like I couldn't move these tokens. I was like, why can't I move these little guys? He's on the wrong layer.
Classic.
Yeah, you see the lotus right there. Yeah.
Looks like a looks like one of those flowers from SpongeBob. You know, that
I
hang out in like the back.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Let me move Minecraft over as well.
I'm just gonna. I know it isn't. It's on the map layer, but I am gonna point at like this flower and this flower.
Oh yeah.
And be like, those look spicy.
Oh yeah.
They look potentially like a fun time, but also like maybe rip your skin off. Which, nah.
You see two of these things kind of move off.
Where did he go? What?
When your GM remembers something and looks at his notes, you see two of them kind of move off into the rest of this kind of marsh, the surrounding area here. There's still some others here as they're like moving within here. Like honestly, you see them kind of like washing themselves off within this water, just kind of clean water. There's a lotus in front of you. What do you all do?
What color is it?
Purple.
Purple, yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at Morn. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get it.
I feel like the apothecary, alchemist, whatever herbal person that we bought these potions from said that they're hard to come by.
You
Could've
think
been a
that's
little more
because of-
specific.
And I'm gesturing vaguely at the plants.
Yeah. All right. Just a little sigh. Let's go get it.
What's my jump distance? Hang on. I don't need the station disengage. Oh. Well. I will take a 10-foot run up this way and jump clean to this rock.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Yeah.
We're just sort of like, guys, where are you guys doing? Aren't we supposed to go this way? No comment. Okay, all right. Well,
Chat.
I'll be here.
Wait,
What did you ask me?
Why are you guys frolicking in the pond?
Well, we want that flower. I point to the lotus.
Why do you want the flower?
Why?
What do you? What? The apothecary in Qualinost. Well, that's the one.
Yep.
Wants it.
Let me guess. Is this because you guys stole something from them?
No.
We got this information before Demi stole from them.
Yeah, it was
Really?
unrelated.
Okay. All right. Well,
How fucking slippery is this rock I'm standing on?
Quite. It's moss covered.
Why does this rock look like a helmet? Never mind.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. It's moss covered. I'm just gonna like sit down on it and wrap my tail around and try and get it as stable as I can. How close is the...
So you're going to
Alright,
move
alright.
down here. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you you're moving carefully, right? Carefully is what you said. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it'll take you some time as you kind of like to get your footing right. You move down. The rock, it's about like 5 or 6 feet up, so you kind of just like kind of move down carefully. Toward you kind of splash and hit the water. Like I said, it goes like over your like a big portion of your legs as you kind of like move through the water here toward the lily pad or the lotus. Do you go to reach toward it?
Try and stay out of the water as much as possible. How
It's
close
it'd be
to
hard
the rock is it?
It's like 5 feet away on a lily pad, like on its own little lily pad.
I'm gonna jump across here and hide.
Okay, yeah. Bycross is kind of like, oh, they just jumped for it. All right.
Hide back here.
Will not be seen. You splash. So okay, you move in here. I'm gonna roll a perception check for all these two that are close here. As you move toward it. Okay. You haven't gotten their attention yet.
There's a moment of like, oh, I'm gonna have to get wet. But I will slowly try not to splash, but I'll get closer.
Yeah, you can get closer to the flower itself. Here, as you kind of like carefully get into the water, like without making a sound, move closer to it. Do you go to reach for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my stiletto and flick it open, and I'm just gonna. It is reaching for the flower that I realize maybe I don't want to touch it, like with my bare skin.
Yeah.
But I am reaching for it.
You're moving, you're here. As you move closer to it, you see something bubble up out from this water. You see you feel like a movement, like something burrowing out. This water isn't low. You're touching the bottom here, but it feels like something's burrowing out of the water itself. What do you do?
Well, time to go fast. I'm gonna grab under the water for the stalk, like not the flower part, but the part that it's attached to the lily pad, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And slice that off with my knife.
You go to do that as moving out from here, you see a tentacle kind of move up from the water and earth near you. A large one of these creatures
All right.
moves.
Bonus action. Goodbye.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
All right. What do you all do? As this creature is actually thrashing toward you all.
Does this area look like a dead end based on the map? Like this is like a rock wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'd have to go back up the brook. This is all that's down here.
Yeah.
Keep following the brook the other way. Does that seem like away from the direction we were trying to go?
This one here. With Autumn's pretty high. You think this would circle back toward the area you came from. You just get to the tar pit in another direction. You're becoming like south, like northeast. Like you would
I'm
just
still
you'd
not able to grasp whether or not that's helpful.
It goes to the same place.
to the same place. You would come back at a different place, essentially, a different way to the tar field.
Okay, what direction are we trying to go?
Well, there's nowhere else to go. This is a dead end with 2 paths that lead back to the tar field.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I am stuffing a flower in my purse and shaking water out of my boots.
Okay. This creature is moving toward you guys. You only have a minute. You only have a moment to decide what you're going to do. It's going to move toward the bank of this thing every time.
Giles recognizes this. He's like, guys, do we run or what here?
Yeah.
We got the flower.
All right, we're running. We're running.
I'm right behind you.
All right. So we have people exiting here. Anyone else? Anyone else staying behind? Well, what's? Just give me. Sorry, give me an athletics check from all of you. Here, athletics check here. Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
That's fortunate. 15. We're all rolling raw.
Ooh.
4.
Come on.
This ain't looking good, Chief.
Ooh.
Oh, that's maybe the worst I've ever gotten on athletics. A 6.
Okay.
This is stinky.
All right. So
Oh,
a
boy.
5, a 4, and a 6. Morn and Thea, and I'll roll for Mycroft as well. Athletics.
I'll make it like 10 steps. Nope. Boots are still full of water.
Yep. Morn, Mycroft, Thea, able to leave the area very safely. However, Giles, Autumn, Demi, this Grick is still charging towards you all. Hey, someone has to. Getting to the bank here, it's going to move on the upper bank. Here. What do you all do as this thing is still chasing you like out of this area? I will say, give me one more athletics check. You do not want to fail this one.
Oh,
DC
don't say that.
The DC, I'm going to set the DC because I'm just going to roll for our homie here
What is this athletics for necessarily?
to not get caught by this.
Yeah, but what is it doing that is not getting me caught?
It is chasing down toward you, and if one of its tentacles grabs you, you will be grappled.
Oh, well then I'll just every opportunity it's just disengage and dash.
I need an athletics check from you,
Okay.
if you would.
What was it? 15?
The DC you need to beat is going to be...
I got a 16.
I got 17 on the die.
A 17?
A 17 on the die.
A whole ass 17?
So,
Oh
and
my
that's athletics. It's a 21. But it's like outrunning a bear. You just need to be faster than the slowest person here, right? We have an 11 from Giles. Autumn, if you would, another athletics check here. You can get away, Demi. You can disengage, dash. That doesn't matter if your friends can't get away. A 15 and 11 from Autumn and Giles. As we move with this thing barreling through.
Do I want
Section of the
to
swamp.
use my heroic inspiration for this roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll do it.
I'm not outpacing my friends.
Let's go.
16.
We love a 16.
And then, Demi, what did you get? Sorry.
Hmm?
Oh, you could just dash and disengage. What am I saying? Okay. We have Autumn, who is the one lurking behind here. Autumn.
I'm sorry, Autumn.
Is it? Okay. A 12 doesn't meet your AC, does it?
No, it does not.
You see one of the tentacles swing wide. It hits like one of those like dead trees. You see that thing splinter and kind of this one just kind of hit deep within the ground. It's still charging forward here. You're close to all of you are close to the tar fields here. I'm just gonna say that Kettle and BB are following you guys here.
Yeah.
So for us,
I'm probably carrying BB, by the way.
That's
Fair.
why you're fucking falling behind.
truly,
Yeah.
I'm going to need.
I'm gonna change strategies. I'm gonna, instead of disengaging every turn, I'm gonna use my bonus action to be dashing, and I'm gonna help. I'm gonna give the help action on him.
You're gonna move.
And we're gonna do passage. Both of us get 10 extra feet.
So with the help, you have to be close, right? You'd have to like move back and then try and then,
Yeah, fully circle back. to
circle
him.
back. Okay, yeah. So you have advantage on this
I believe.
next athletics check. I'm gonna roll for our Grick here and set the DC. Okay. You need to beat this one. Rolled really low. All you need to do is beat a 7.
All right.
You have it. You have
Watch.
Autumn. Autumn
Watch
has
me not.
advantage. Autumn has advantage and a little extra movement. Giles, you're holding kind of BB and everything here.
Yeah. Come on. Where's my
And what is his number rolling?
Yeah, you're rolling an athletics check. You have to beat the DC is 7. Just athletics check. Here to just and you have advantage because you're being held.
God.
Do it again.
Ooh, do it again, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. You do it again. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Phew, okay. You guys are running here. The rest of the group already out in front. You guys are running toward tar field, and as you guys are
21. I'm running backwards.
you're running toward the tar field, you see as you get to the edge and you get to one of like the trees that are across one of like that 10-foot section of tar, you kind of hop over one of the bigger trees. You see the Grick kind of like barreling towards you. It reaches and like moves and tries to climb over that kind of this massive tree, and you see it sees the tar pit and kind of like stops, and you hear it kind of make this guttural kind of cry as you hear the beak of it that kind of click. You see it's
Gal's pulling up the L symbol on his forehead. It's like,
Okay,
yeah.
don't antagonize it. I don't think it wants to follow us, but let's not push it.
you hear that kind of low guttural growl, and then I hear the click of the beak as it kind of turns back around. Here.
Chalk mark.
What's that?
Chalk mark. As it's turning to leave, I want to mark it and see what's up.
It's heading back to the direction of that spring. That pool.
Cool.
Guys,
Is it a plant?
No.
Not a plant. What is its creature type?
Hey. A monstrosity.
Hell yeah. Any vulnerability?
No.
Damn.
I will let it go.
You hear it kind of moving back through the swampland as you're back in the tar field, lotus in hand. You
No
guys
wrap
can-
it up. Put it away.
Well, I hope getting that lotus is worth it. 'Cause,
Oh,
my God.
absolutely. This is bank.
Well, I like the sound of that. How much are we talking about?
Did we get a price?
No, you did not. He did. He suggested that it would be. It's very rare and hard to get, so it would be it would be worth a pretty penny, supposedly. But yeah, what he did say was he would try and ask some wayfinders to grab some for him, but he would have to pay them to like do all that extra, which is, it's not worth when they're doing all this extra stuff in the woods itself, right? But as you guys move here within the tar field, you hear the bubbling of the tar here. You guys can head forward here, or find a place to camp here, which might be dangerous in the field.
I'm
Let's go press
voting
forward.
for heading forward, pushing, holding W.
Yeah, down for that.
Okay.
Wait, you don't want to camp like the dinosaurs?
No, not today. Maybe at another time.
I mean, I'm all for continuing. I'm not tired yet, but I will say, it's not like anything could run up on us out here.
I'm gonna need you to knock on some of that petrified wood over there for me. Thanks.
Ow! What the? This tree's made of rocks.
Yeah, but still wood. Because I ain't risking any sort of nonsense of some fucking tar monster coming at us.
Traversing through this tar field, I'm gonna need all of you to roll a survival check here. The DC is about a 15.
About a 15? I got 11.
About.
It's about a 15.
It's a 14 and a half.
17.
This is 14 and a half, yeah. 17, a 16. Sounds good. It's an 11. Okay. Thea, if you would. And I'll roll one for Mycroft.
Yeah, we're talking.
Oof.
Oh, sorry. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Okay. Mycroft with a 16. As you
I
walk,
If they have help.
we'll get to it. As you're walking through these like down trees that kind of move across these tar pits and some like makeshift bridges that people have made here. You move.
You wouldn't do that anyway.
You move through, and there's like one of those big sections of tar, like 20 feet. As you're moving across this tree, you slip and start to fall. One of you all can give me a sleight of hand here to
Gotcha.
save Thea from falling into the tar pit here.
This is a certified Morin action.
That's a 25.
Yeah, you move forward and like quickly grab onto Thea as they're about to fall.
Careful.
You all can progress.
Thea's just stone-faced. Stone-faced through the entire interaction.
You good over there, Thea?
Hello?
There you
Hello.
go. Yay.
You almost fell out of a tree.
Wow.
You think you just fell? Sorry.
That was
I knew that was coming from a mile away.
Sorry,
My God.
that's my
God.
president.
True.
That's my president. Let's go. Could you repeat what was said, please? I don't think it came through.
You slipped. So as you were walking on like the trees that are pathways across these tar fields, you slipped on one here with that 7, and were about to fall into one of the tar pits. Morn
Oh.
has grabbed you, catching you here before you fall further.
Poggers. Thea says that, by the way.
What does that mean? I don't know. Thea has a nosebleed. A meteor falls from the sky, destroying
Marking it.
Kryn.
Holy
marking
shit,
it.
we are gonna die like the dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, you see a meteor, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't even have that on the bingo board. That was a free
I
one.
have it. I have it.
No.
Get fucked.
You're welcome.
As you move here, Morn grabbing you, knowing that you have to move carefully. You guys can move forward here. Within the marshes. You cross the tar pit, pushing through to the next day. As you're getting closer, you can see a section of the wall of what was once Qualinost. Sorry, I'm looking at notes.
Yeah, he's looking.
You'd be doing that.
Yeah, you know how it is. You're one day out from the city proper, at least the ruin of this city. You can see some sign. Oh, someone give me. Autumn, are you still leading the charge forward? As you guys can probably make camp on this day very easily.
I'd presume so.
Yeah.
I'd let him.
Yeah, give me.
Yeah.
You're leading the charge. Give me a religion check, if you
Alright.
would. 19. And you learned Draconic from being at the Accordance, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you see as you get toward, then move past that section of the wall, you see signs of Draconic runes. As you move kind of past here, you see the signs of you see like a way marker here. Paths, diverging paths that lead throughout the ruins, leading you to holy places within the area. You see signage pointing toward a hold, a keep. As you see that there's a symbol of life in a Draconic Ruin of Life. You see another pointing toward a shrine. As you see a rune of twilight. I mean, this is just as you are walking. You just, because you're attuned to religious iconography. If someone just walking in this area wouldn't know that, but as you look on certain ruins and things, you see a pattern here, knowing that certain pathways will lead you toward holy sites of the Black Dragon siblings. And as you see another icon, you see a Draconic Rune of Death. But there's pathways hidden among the ruins as you move forward. And you can make camp on the outside in the outer section of Qualinost here. Maybe you think and look around, you think this might have been one of the first neighborhood, you know, as you went into the city walls, maybe like the first section of some of the neighborhoods, you can see a lot of like the broken elven architecture here. Some still standing. You see signs of people. Maybe someone has left like something to honor the dead here.
I think we should do it.
What's
You-
that?
I think we should do it. I think we should set up camp.
Huh? I thought I thought you wanted to push. We're like pushing forward through.
Where you gotta lay off that pizza. Jesus Christ.
You got pizza? You holding out on me?
What? Pizza? Where the hell did we get pizza, brother? You
I
know
haven't
what?
had, man, I haven't had pizza since Brawl.
Honestly, all right. That's our mission. Like after we're doing this, we're finding a pizza spot. How about that?
Yeah, in Varax Fall.
I don't
never
think there's a
know.
lot of pizza there.
I'm down.
I
But
mean,
maybe.
we'll grab ingredients to make a pizza. All right.
That's like a slightly small Caesars over there.
Yeah, you see there's this one elven guy like, hey, what's up? No.
You're like the only guy in the whole place.
He's like, yeah, all these clerics.
He's just
all
going
these-
pizza.
Pizza, mamma mia.
Mamma mia! He's like, all these clerics love my pies. This one's my Vaharok special.
Welcome to the hot stone to Mecca.
Just like my grandma. Just like,
You were looking at something in the distance, so you started mumbling to yourself, and then you said,
Yeah,
I think we should do it, and I'm not sure what you meant.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a Dragonic Rune of Death right here. I just feel like that's a good spot to set up camp.
Gals is gonna do a double
Every
take.
single one of us stares at you.
It's like, I'm sorry. Can you just run that by me one more time, just real quick? Just real quick.
There's a Rune of Death, and I think it's a good spot to camp right next to it.
Right, that's what I thought you said. Okay, what did you inhale between the time frame of us running away and you now being here? What happened? Is it too much tar fume? Is that what's gonna go? Is that?
It might
Yeah.
be some of
A
that.
little loopy, yeah.
It might be some of that.
you see
There might be
Mycroft.
some of that.
Mycroft goes over to it and kind of like, huh, didn't see it at first. But Autumn is right. This is a.
A great spot to camp. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't quite say that. I was just agreeing that this is
That's who you were going to say.
iconography for.
That's
Okay,
very easy to tell.
all right. You should see Mycroft just defeated. Like, all right. Then.
Okay. All right, buddy. What? You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna hold your hand, right? And we're gonna go through this
Oh, that's
together.
cute.
You know, just hand in hand. Is that all right? It's like
Okay.
just be nice and safe, okay? It's like, all right, gang, come on. Let's all get in a single file now. Make sure to hold hands so no one gets lost. All right?
Are we gonna go find a campsite now?
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Here, you see that? Autumn, see that in the distance there? You know, I don't know if you can make it out, but it's like, I think just a little bit further, I think I see something just a little bit nicer. You know? And I don't know about you, but I like a good gamble. Ain't that right, Demi and Morn? Don't we love a good gamble?
Huh, we gambling?
And you know,
I was
if
bent
it's
over
not a Rune of Death, I don't know
drawing
if I'll
this
like.
rune of death in my notebook.
Wait, what did Autumn say again?
So if it's not another Rune of Death, I don't know if I feel comfortable.
Yeah,
Well-
you copy the Draconic Rune of Death here.
You know
So
what?
just like,
I have a hunch.
symbol of.
I have a pretty strong hunch it might be an even bigger Rune of Death.
No, that sounds pretty good then.
See, that's what I'm saying, you know? Alright. Come on, gang. We got more adventuring to do.
As you guys move forward through the actual city proper, just not from this small neighborhood, as you're moving closer, you see like a ruined like inner kind of citadel section as you pass another kind of like gate. You see just buildings, elven architecture, beautiful scrawling on them, high elven architecture. You see a center of, as you probably like 200 feet away from you, you see like a city center. You see this fountain, but like the leveled, like you only see like the feet of this statue in the fountain, all the water gone from it. A lot of buildings just collapsed and destroyed. But it does. Give me a perception check, whoever's leading here. Is Giles leading here?
I'm leading with on him. I'm holding his hand right next to him. All right.
I'll give Giles help.
All right. Another. All right, dual 13s. We love it.
Okay. As you look forward, you do see signs that maybe people are here, but not in this section of the city. Like you see that like there's some more of these like iconographies here that you don't quite understand. On them though, you do see another like draconic rune, kind of heading towards like the east.
What do you see on him? What are your eyes glazing over for?
I think the bigger rune is this way.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
You holding his hand and glazing him? What's going on over here?
whoa.
Hmm?
Listen, I can explain. You know what, Autumn? All right. I'll let you take the lead again. But I'm keeping an eye on you, buddy. All right. Keeping a stern watch on you.
On him.
Let's go that way.
You move forward here. Demi.
Yes.
You feel something. You have your bag on you, right? First on you, correct?
Yep.
You feel a pull from an item on your person. Something in your bag. What do you do?
At first it occurs to Demi that it is odd for any object to have a pull. And then they think, and none of the objects should be having a pull. The bag weighs just about the same, whether it's empty or not. So they're going to stick their hand in and try and figure out which object is moving.
You stick your hand in, you feel presence from. You pull out an item. The moonstone in your hand. You feel it reacting to the area here. Toward the north.
Oh yeah. North?
The north, yeah. Your party, Autumn is moving toward the east here. Following some signs that he can make out. But the moonstone's pool is toward the north. Through more of the ruins city. As you can kind of see the group heading to move east, what do you do?
I pull it out and whisper, "Fucking chill out." And then put it back. And I follow my friends.
I think as you put it away, I'm like, I notice that you're like sort of not tailing the group. I'm gonna like, I was gonna turn around and be like, Demi, you coming? You good? Is everything fine?
If I say no, are you gonna hold my hand?
I mean, if you say no, I'm just gonna be concerned as a captain. But I mean,
Damn it. I'm following.
okay.
You put the moonstone away and follow the rest of the group. Autumn, give me another religion check. Actually, yeah, give me another religion check as you move forward here. Some at advantage. You know what you're looking for. You got me, Autumn? A religion check at advantage.
Autumn's pizzaing too hard to the sun right now.
I am.
Yeah.
Whoa. Man, alright.
Pretty good.
25. You know what you're looking for. These are draconic symbols. You were raised on this stuff. Though it was for the divine dragon Zira, they're all related in some way. As you move and look through these paths and seeing iconography of the Dragon of Death, you follow through the ruins of Qualinost, passing all these buildings, some that have just been leveled, completely destroyed, some that are still holding and standing tall. And as you move further through the city here, maybe an hour or honestly 2 hours here, you see it in the far eastern section of the city. This city was massive. This was the central hub of all the high elves in Qualinosti. As you travel here, you see toward the east in a broken section where there's like this, where probably once there was a like bit of a lake or something here. That lake is completely gone, and you see just a marshland. You see a large building, a temple, built, possibly a repurposed area, maybe one of like the judicial buildings of Qualinost. You see on its kind of pillars, or next to the pillars, you see 2 black dragons on each of like sides of this entrance, carved black dragon statues, and you see a symbol on a banner. Just a single banner, a circular symbol, and in the middle of the circle, like going through the circle is like a line, but it looks like a tower, like a keep. You see the Temple of Mott ahead of you. What do you all do?
Where we stopped?
Autumn, you're at the edge of this empty, kind of barren lake.
Great, you found a lake in a swamp, in a town. Why did we come over here?
I have the answer to that somewhere here.
Yeah, you guys see it. You guys see the temple, or the temple in front of you.
Is there any indication what it is, or is that all in Draconic?
You just see like what looks to be like a judicial building, with 2 black dragon statues. So there's really no indication here unless you had some, unless you've come across something like this. Thea, those black dragons look very familiar. You remember the shrine.
Oh, this was the place Black Circleman was supposed to be, right?
No.
Excuse me?
What was this one supposed to be then? Why are we
Above table, we do have to go here. I just don't know where we are in character.
Oh well, above table, I forget what it is we're supposed to do in Thought Rock Falls.
Hey, you guys know. Well, I mean, we can walk through it. Demi had to come here She is packed bound to come here
She has some stuff to do at a Mott temple.
at a temple of
Ah,
Mott.
okay.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say mosque, and I was like, it's not.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
That's what it is, right?
Eh. Yeah, you know that. Well, yeah, all of you would know, right? I think everyone knows that Demi has to do something for an archdevil. Probably not all the details, but something they have to do here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
Giles,
didn't realize that was. Yeah,
you would know,
yeah.
but Thea, you would know this is connected to the symbols and iconography is just like that shrine that Mycroft went to in Karagoth. You see Mycroft like actually visibly a bit worried in front of this place.
As I say, I think Autumn was just putting that together for when we followed them there.
Yeah. You see that they're like,
You good?
yeah, I am. It's just,
You know what this is?
yes, it's temple to Mott, the dragon of death, and I haven't set foot in one of her temples in some time, and you see them look just worried.
You wanna go inside?
I should probably commune here. So, yes, it's, sure.
That's interesting. What's the light situation? Like, what time of day did we get here?
You would have gotten here, pushed through to the next day. Right now it's like midday. Like 2 o'clock.
But we haven't taken a long rest yet?
No, not yet.
Gotcha.
Probably could rest up.
You have some business here, right? So
Shoot you a look.
I think we can just rest, and it's fine. They're not gonna be any of the wiser.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right.
Oh, and I'm gonna just start making my way forward.
You're gonna head toward the temple?
Yep.
You cross the barren lake toward the old judicial building. You see it's imposing the 2 newly built statues. Well, they're not of elven architecture. You head up the stone steps toward the temple. As you head up the stairs, who's following Morn here?
I guess I will.
Autumn.
Yeah, I'll be behind Autumn.
Okay, and then we have Demi here. And so everyone's coming to the temple itself, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Mycroft, kind of behind, next to you, Thea, and you hear in your head, Thea. I don't really know how this is going to go, but You with me, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Always.
You step up the stairs, your boots kind of hitting each of the stairs here, one by one. And then you get to the large temple doors. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to push it open.
You open them, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to push the doors open.
Sure, yeah. You push, and you hear a thud as there's a shh. Thud and a push. Shh. Shh. And the door opens. You open and see a altar, or a large kind of like temple area here. Pillars on throughout, some torches and candles lit as you see an altar in the far back of the chasm here, or in the temple hall. You move. You push ahead, Morn.
Yeah, I'm just kind of leading the way here. If everyone's still following me, I'll keep going through.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, so I'm moving into the space. Kind of taking in my surroundings. I see the altar, but I'm just glancing around the rest of the room.
Sure, you know what? I might just move you guys over here.
We're not running it, but we are in the space.
You are in the space. Okay. Then I
We're
won't.
not.
I won't move you over here just yet. You fall into the temple hall. You see that as you move forward and hear your stones, hear the boots on the stone. You see within the space here, you see a person kind of as maybe like 10 feet away from you. Robes, face covered. Half their face covered, you can see their eyes. Hood on, black kind of robes. And you see at the edge of the altar 2 other figures in these robes, feminine figures here. As you see forward, you see an acolyte, younger acolyte in black kind of armor. And you see, kind of sees you and he's like, hello. You see he has on his like armor that symbol of the obsidian, kind of this like circle with this power that kind of cuts through it. Keep. Hello.
Alright, it was to push the door open. I figured this place would be empty.
You're telling me.
You see just an elven, like a drow boy, probably 18 or so. Short, like almost like military cut, white hair, and that armor. He has like a long sword sheathed. It's like, hello, welcome to the High Keep. Is that, did you all need anything? And you see some of the other acolytes kind of move here. It's the ones who are like shrouded here. How can we help you?
Yeah, we've just been trekking through that swamp. Saw this place. Do you guys have any like extra rooms we could sleep in?
Unfortunately not. We have, oh, come in if you're here to give commune with the Dragon of Death. I will not turn you away. But as far as staying here, we have other guests, and I would have to see if you could be accommodated for. You know, there's only so much room here.
All right, well,
Yeah, that makes
come
sense.
on, get out of the swamp for a little bit.
Take a look around. Someone we're traveling with recognized the place.
Oh, good. Well, I won't stand in your way. I'm sorry. And I think Autumn, you would know that, though the Accordance really doesn't have people like this, they have the war clerics and stuff like this. You know, war clerics and, the peace clerics there. You get the feeling that this is a paladin of a divine dragon in front of you. As you see him like, oh, well, sure, go ahead. And you see he kind of like moves in his like, his full kind of half plate armor and like, did you want me to see if we could accommodate you? I mean, I could try. You see this, the young drow, like kind of red eyes kind of, look at you. He's actually, like, he's open to trying to help you all.
I mean, if you guys have the space, I'd appreciate it, but
Of course.
I understand if you already have people here.
Sure, let me ask. You see he opens the door, and for a moment he kind of like waits, and stepping out of the door you see another feminine figure. And this is familiar to you, Autumn and Thea. You see what you saw at the shrine. A seeker with a almost yellowish mask, black robes, this like leather armor, these high leather gloves that kind of go all the way up to cover the forearm. You see that this seeker kind of moves forward. You see Paladin kind of like gives a bit of a bow, and he kind of like you see him talking to the seeker as you are heading in toward the shrine here. I need an insight check from anyone looking at the seeker as you guys walk further in. Giles, you don't notice it's a masked face. Hard to tell. Even you, Demi, you look and see that. Autumn, on a 20, they look at all of you. They're paying close attention to Mycroft in this moment. Like they notice something about them. And then to Demi. And then they turn back toward this paladin here. And then you hear from behind the mask. Actually, no. Morin, you have a pretty high passive perception, right?
Not as high anymore. It's 14.
14? Okay. You hear, as you walk by, just a little bit. A little bit of a conversation. You hear, I understand, Bast, but we do not have room for them. Not with the High Seeker being here. Do you understand? Of course. course, Seeker. I'll let them know. And as you're walking past, you get further into the shrine. You see this, it's a beautiful kind of area. You see at the back there's a statue of a feminine figure, masked, with these two, like she's sitting upon these two black dragons. You see a statue of Mott within this place.
Hey, Moin.
Hmm.
Does a paladin seem nervous to you?
Just get the feeling they don't want us here.
Yeah, but like, why?
And I'll whisper something about the High Seekers being here.
Oh, no shit.
You move further into the shrine here. Mycroft will kind of go forward and what do we do? She whispers toward Anna, like just the group, like, okay, well, what are we doing here exactly? I was just gonna commune if I could, but
Well, I'm sure it's nothing, and they're just looking weirdly at some outsiders, you know?
I mean, it could be. Well, I see if I can commune. And you move at the back of the shrine. What is everyone else doing? Are you guys just moving within the shrine kind of hall area?
What does the place look like?
You see a vast hall, multiple, like maybe like 6 structural pillars here. You see that there's like 2 doors that lead out from here into like into another section of this keep. You saw one door where that seeker came from, and where Bast is talking with them right now. And then you see at the back of the shrine itself, you see the large statue of Mott, like an altar kind of area, a place where people can kneel here. And there's many like torches and things lit, lights within the big space. There's 3 other acolytes within this area currently right now as well. 2 currently kneeling at the altar. Pure white stone. It's weathered, honestly. Like I said, you think that this was probably where a judge would have presided and like delved out sentences back in when the old city was here. Maybe where they would give decrees, like a civil area as well. But it's been repurposed. What else do you all do in this space? As you get past, it's like, okay, well, right. Thank you, Seeker. As you can hear that kind of conversation happening. Anything else you're looking for?
Up. Any other ways in?
From here, there is a high window above near where the altar is, like a circular, like massive circular window where a bit of light can come in to kind of hit the area here.
Does it look like it opens?
No. Like something you'd have to probably break through.
Can I check the statue at the back?
From in front of these acolytes? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a stealth check if you're going to be doing that. At disadvantage.
Sure. Oof.
14? Okay. I just figure out something real fast. Give me a second. You're as you're about to move, move past, you do notice that two of the acolytes kind of stop praying for a moment. As one kind of looks towards you, like a little bit. You see that their eyes. This one probably an elf. The other one you see is like a fire genasi. You can see their eyes kind of like look up at you and kind of like eyes narrow as you start to move back toward the altar. They don't move to stop you though. They just kind of like are looking mean mugging you right now.
What's that, man? Are there like runes on the statue or anything?
Oh yeah.
And the statue is behind the altar?
The statue is, yeah, it's behind the altar. Sorry.
Does it look like the one that was originally here? Was it like put here recently?
It's not, the altar itself is like original. Like that is from, the old city. That this statue has been built in here.
I'm gonna walk over to where Autumn is. What'd you find?
Oh, not much. Nice rune work.
Oh yeah. Is it just me? It's not a dragon, right?
Well, it's not.
That's supposed to mean something.
It's like,
And I like to the two mean mugging us. I'm like, sorry, no offense, but
above table,
that
Mott
mean?
is a metallic dragon, right?
Mott is a chromatic dragon. Black scales.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. What'd you ask on him? I'm sorry.
I was like, this statue isn't a dragon. He was like, well, it's Mott. And I said, what is that? Like, that's supposed to mean something to me. No offense.
Yeah.
You
It
just
is-
said somebody's name, and
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you would know that Demi's not like really adverse and stuff like this, but this is a dragon.
Well, yeah, it is a dragon. It's a chromatic dragon. The arcane of death.
I didn't know they could look like people.
Yeah.
While I'm over here, I'll take a. I am looking at the statue, but I'm also going to take a look at the altar as we're behind it.
Yeah, give me an investigation check here. You start to see the two other acolytes kind of like little talking amongst themselves. You see them both looking at the both of you like, they're not doing anything yet, but they're like annoyed with you all. Give me an investigation check.
Sorry, I gotta spend some ether on this because that was a bad roll.
Womp womp.
Womp. Oh, all right. Might have saved it.
What you got?
4 on the die, plus 1 from Magic Boon.
Okay.
Real helpful, BB.
Okay.
Plus 7 ether, plus 7. Did you say investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Oh, that might be different. Hang on. It's not. It's worse, actually. 18 total.
18.
Right? 6 plus 6 is 18?
Mhm.
Okay.
Or what? You said 6 plus 6 or 9? No,
6
it's 9.
plus 6.
6 plus 6.
I got-
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to say I didn't hear that.
7, 6.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. Yeah, it's 18.
Aggregate of number.
Yeah. You look at the shrine,
Really
the altar.
fought for this 18.
Look at the altar itself. There is like runes and things on the altar. Certain markings and carvings here.
Do I see what I'm looking for?
What are you looking for?
Like some kind of volcanic rock.
Oh, that. No.
All right.
But you do notice that there are runes on. Autumn noticed that there's runes on the altar and there's runes on the statue as well.
like make an apologetic gesture to the two acolytes and gesture or motion for Bonham to follow me out of their way, and just like,
I'm going to roll a religion check
what
for
does that mean? Back of the
Mycroft.
altar.
Oh, wait, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll your religion check. I'm asking, as we're getting out of their way, I'm just gonna point at the back of the altar and ask on him what it said.
What it says on them, there's runes of things that kind of talk about Moth's domain and the Obsidian Keep. These are each of these runes talking about the safety within the keep, its inevitability, like everything under her domain. And it's like a pattern. Each of these patterns, each meaning something. You see Mycroft kneel here. You see her focus. And it's at that time Bast will come over to you and like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. He kind of like puts his
Yeah, I know. I asked you your name as you were walking away. You
I'm sorry. I was talking with
Donald me.
the seeker, but my name is Bast.
Bast, good to meet you.
The
What's a seeker? That's new on me.
seekers are you see him pause for a moment. Seekers are clerics of Mott, but think of them as her hunters. Her
Yeah.
vanguard.
Hunters. What? I guess it's a temple to death, but I would have assumed that was like kind of a passive thing. Like, oh shit, you're dead. Here's we consecrate the passing, and
Oh,
I don't mean to be offensive. I don't know anything about this.
not
one of
in
our
the
friends
sense of
wanted to stop in and
you see Boss like embarrassed, like, oh
then
no
I'm
no
like
no
proactive, like, oh, we go
no
out
no
and
no no no
cause-
no no no.
cause-
You see you hear the clicking of his black
I
his
think
black
that's
armor.
what it was. Like that didn't seem right. So
Yeah,
like, what's a hunter do? That's fun.
You see him in his like it's like that lean kind of like full black armor, like full black, like full plate. He's like, oh no 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 no. You hear the click of it. He's like, oh no no no, not like that.
They just like provide for the
Well, the
needs of your clergy and stuff like that.
in some ways, are you familiar with the ethereal plane?
There is a pause. Like, oop. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, sometimes some spirits refuse to go to the keep. They long to stay within this world, but their presence here is a detriment to the world. To stay here, they have to feed on the life force of others.
You're talking about ghosts.
Yes, and other undead. But
That's cool. Anna, why didn't you tell me this temple had ghost hunters? We would have come here way earlier. That's so cool, Bast.
I didn't know.
well,
Never
they're
been here.
but yes, it's a seeker's job to.
So you're,
I'm
like,
trying
they
to
look for
more
people
attention.
who've cheated death.
Yes, and bring spirits who refuse to go to the keep to face the dragon of death. That is the seeker's job. I
That is
myself
inevitable.
am not a seeker, but I am a protector of this place and a protector of clerics of Mott. Oath-bound, as you would say, to forge her will. But I don't do any of that. The Seekers do. Definitely not. If one would draw a sword or damn harm to any clerics of Mott, I am oath-bound to protect. But
Awesome.
enough about me. I came over here for a specific reason. I'm sorry, but I do not have any space for you here. We have an important
all right.
guest with us, so unfortunate. If it was in any other time, you would have made something. I would, if you visit maybe one of the other temples of the siblings, maybe they have room.
What does that mean?
Oh, you see Boss, like, again, like, think about how much you know. You see Mycroft over in the corner, kneeling. Like, oh,
Imagine for a second that I have never engaged with any sort of organized religion at all.
oh, okay. You see Boss kind of, you hear the clinking of the armor. He's like, one black greave, like, touching his chin. Oh, okay. Right.
You would think it'd be hard to get this far into life without doing that, but you know, my family's from the Feywild. The Kojimas go way back.
So would make sense. My family's from the Underdark on Toro, and they hold many different beliefs. Some still believing that Loth is their god's queen, but neither here nor there. But the siblings, so Rallis, Mott, and Muradin are all children of Varrock.
Oh, hold on. I know this one. Varrock's the one that created this entire swamp.
Yes. As the legend goes, she fell in battle and hit this area on Kryn, decimating it with her fall. And it was at that moment 3 children were born. The 3 Black Dragon siblings. She bore her last clutch of eggs. But,
Imagine being pregnant and having to go to war. That seems like that's fucked up.
I don't know all the details, but I'm sure the High Seeker would be more inclined to tell you if you want to hear more stories. I mean, especially while she is here. A rare occasion.
Oh, she's probably here on business, so we can impose.
True. Yes. The others, maybe the Temple of Ralos would have a place for you. The Temple of Muradin. But I'm sorry that I cannot be of service to you, but
No, don't worry about it. We figured it was maybe a long shot to even ask, but we'll find some place to camp around here.
very well. Be careful in the ruins of Qualinost. They say that still the spirits of those lost in Varrock's fall still roam. So the Seekers have hunted some.
Is that what the Seekers are doing?
Yes, they've hunted some here. but many perished.
Thanks for the warning.
Glad I could help you in some way and teach you. As Mycroft stands up from her prayer, you see her kind of steady herself. Thea, you notice that from a doorway, a seeker is watching Mycroft, and then watching them as they get up and leave. You see them move back into the door that's closest to like where the main altar is. What do you all do here as Mycroft's like, well, I feel like I'm right path, but I feel uneasy here. So let's see where we're going after this.
Very well.
Right, you see boss like, well, we'll be on your way. And if you perish, may you find your way to the keep safely. As boss kind of gives you, it's his, fist into his armor, black kind of greave, and gives you a bit of a bow.
They can't all say that, right? We agree. But he was just trying that one out.
And
Yeah, I'd hate that.
you hear someone call for boss. It's like,
Well, I'd love to come back when we're not exhausted from the walking overnight. I said walking,
Yeah.
we were waiting for half of it.
give me. I need a perception check from the last person leaving here. Whoever is the last person exiting.
I got you. Why did you jump out of my...
Yeah, I heard that. Jeez.
Yeah, really.
Oh, well, you know what? It's the exact same fucking roll. That serves me. What can you do with an 8?
8. You hear someone say, boss, the High Seeker's guardian may need your attention. Do you hear one of the other acolytes say that? You just kind of hear a sigh. Like, fine. Oh, okay. As you hear the metal, the sound of his greaves, and you hear the shut of the temple door as you're at the outside of the High Keep.
Didn't find it. Gotta take another look later.
Yeah,
But-
it wasn't in plain sight.
We know it's not in plain sight. I think I know if we want to try and get just like a floor space at he just said the name and I'm already blanking on it. Come on, help me out.
Sibling stuff?
Yeah. There was Mott. There was Rolls. Nope. Rawless. And, you know what? Whatever. North. I think I know where that is.
All right. Should be nearby, right? That's what he was saying.
I mean, if I were building a little temple town, I'd put all the siblings right next to each other, but what do I know? They might have them organized, like, alphabetically or something. and I start walking in the direction of Meridan's temple.
Yeah. We follow and move out from here as you remember the stone pulling you toward, as you went back to the center of the city, pulling you toward the north path as you head toward Shrine of Dreams. That's where we're going to end it here.
Ooh,
Raven.
we did it.
You made it. You guys made it to the High Keep.
We held W and we made it.
Into the High Keep. That's good.
Fucking did it. It was
You know?
goddamn
We will continue next time with whatever you guys get into next. Well, you guys avoided a lot of encounters. I appreciate that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, that is all I got for now. But we will see you in the next one. Yeah. Be well to each other, take care of yourself, and bye-bye.